Think we back. Yeah. All that beef in the stream. Yeah.
Back, baby.
Yeah. What it do?
All that meat on the table.
Pause. Make sure the levels is good. No doubt.
Running around, throwing beef around. Pause.
Yeah, check the YouTubes. Check the YouTubes. See if the YouTubes is back. It looks good on my side.
Yeah, we look good.
We look good. You know what I'm saying? So I still gotta do. Y'all put me to work on my day off.
Ain't no day off.
That's my day off. I'm
Blame YouTube.
coming in from sunny California. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this little thing popping right
Florida.
quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true too. All right, cool. All right, there we
part 1, part 2.
Yeah, we just do a part 1, part 2 kind of energy. All right, got the super chat popping. All right, welcome and all that. Oh, you don't like the attic version? You don't like that, huh? Oh, yeah.
So what
I
I
like
was
the attic version. I like the attic version. Welcome.
I'm trying to get us to the intro so I can be out here by 3. But
Oh,
that
well.
ain't happening.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
Definitely
happened. And welcome back to the Outlaw Podcast, LLC Live, or LordsOfGaming.net, episode number 317. And today we've got the Lords returning, and I'm freestyling off the top with this because we definitely flowing. We've got Gamescom and predictions in Starfield, Baldur's Gate 3, Switch 2 rumors, and Transformers games to discuss. So we gonna get right into it. So let's introduce the 4 horsemen of gaming, those original Knights of the Realm here at the round table. My co-host with the co-most, my brother from another mother, difficult game conqueror, lord of his own world, and the howl of the young wolf. Back to back, holding me down, my man, Lord Attic. How we doing, sir?
Going on, guys? Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I think something with Zoom or something.
Son. Pause.
I've never seen that because I didn't touch that. I was just like, I'm gonna get the guest today.
It just usually it'll be like issues, but it just straight up just ended the stream.
They couldn't handle the bandwidth. Pause.
Yeah, we got to figure it out. That is scary though.
Even when stuff like that's happened in the past, it's like self-corrected. It's never just
just stay. Yeah. Now I feel you. What you
I
been
think
playing?
that might have been a YouTube thing.
YouTube. You was playing Baldur's Gate and all that.
Yeah, I've been playing. I have like 20 hours in Baldur's Gate.
25, you said 25. Don't shave off that 5.
Okay, 25. So we'll stitch the other joint in. And of course, we got our most technical gaming lord, the solo gamer lives for the single player selfish experience. And also the Sostradamus, the Lord of Clarity and Lord Patron of the Iron Bank. My man, Rog Ally, was listening on the way in. Issues, I heard. Issues.
Issues, not the Allies' fault, but like I said, I finished Resident Evil Remake and I enjoyed it.
Nice.
I got to a super chat in a minute that said like RE2 Remake is better, and I agree.
Okay.
I agree, but this is still a great remake, and it's a great way to bring that game forward because there's a little bit of clunkiness to the old school RE4. So
gotcha.
But yeah, I was trying to jump into my next game, which is going to be Alan Wake Remastered, so I can get ready for Alan Wake 2. And as it turns out, the PC port is garbage. And so even on regular rigs, like it doesn't run super well, and on the ROG in particular, it crashes to desktop like 10 seconds in. As soon as you start gameplay, the beginning of Alan Wake is you're driving, you hit somebody, you get out of the car, and then the gameplay starts. I walk down the block, and it's a wrap. That's all it does.
Oh yeah, so it's got to be a technical bigger issue than the actual port, though, right?
Right. So I think it's having to do something with like a memory leak or something like that, where it's just like it's using way too much CPU. So I've heard you can go into like the config files and delete them, and that helps it. But I don't know. We'll see. If not, I'll just play it on my Series X. And that's about it. I'm trying to figure out what's the next thing I'll play on the ROG then that's not going to give me issues.
No doubt.
That's one thing you might as well show the controller again.
You avoiding games because your PC can't.
Troubleshoot gaming. And of course, we have the incredible Hulk of this, aka the Excess Gamer.
Ooh.
The prophet of Xbox.
Swami.
King of the statues, who demands nothing less than that premium experience and is the leader of the Hold the Line movement.
Ooh.
Beloved Lord King. I heard you was talking about controllers while I was driving it.
I'm doing a whole lot better now that you're here, Cock.
Don't disrespect Attic like that. Attic, I was happy.
No,
I was
no,
so
You're more
happy.
than
I was
welcome
like,
to do it next time.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we had king hosts, some king
All right, well
hosts
then let me
complaining.
host, and then I'm gonna start giving intros. Y'all gonna love these intros.
Yeah, the only thing is when the stream be up, where he do it.
Exactly. That's the thing.
So what's going on, man? I heard controllers, I heard things. What's happening?
All right, so shout out to Hex Gaming. They send me the tactical gaming controller. So I think Attic's gonna cut the other premium. But so it comes in this box and comes in a cardboard.
We know how you feel about presentation, though.
And comes with the styrofoam, and in here it says you'll find your thumbsticks in here with a little it's like look inside here.
Prize inside.
Yeah.
Like the Cracker Jack.
Dig in the bottom of the Cracker Jack box.
I kid.
And then you get this. So if you're old enough to know about the Cracker Jack box, this is inside. And this is your thumbsticks. So they're converse and convex and concave. And they're longer as far as height goes and shorter. I game with the shorter tactical controller.
Oh, that looks fire. Look at it go.
This one I made, and it's a one of one. I don't believe anybody has this controller.
Yeah, that's very King David. That is.
They have so many different options when you're going to make the controller. The biggest feature that I've found so far is the remap button. You hold this down and you can remap all your buttons.
Nice.
And it's a game changer. It has the tactical
paddles,
buttons
like
back,
that. Okay.
Right, and they're different from paddles. These buttons are actual buttons that are in the back that you get a chance to just tap and go, right? And there's not 3 of them on each side; it's just 2. Tap and go.
What's that little button underneath the battery pack? There's like a little circular button.
Well, that's the remap button.
Oh, the remap. Okay, got you.
So, and also inside the the box, you get the instructions, and you're like, why would I get instructions with a controller? Well, it gives you the remap stuff. It tells you about your buttons in the back. It tells you how to put your thumbsticks in, and it's. I mean, I like information like that. I don't like to do a scan, a little bar thing, and then you go to a website or whatever. I like stuff like this. I mean, this stuff makes the purchase feel a little bit more premium to me. And then you have a 6-month warranty. The 6-month warranty from date of purchase it's kind of dope because you want a peace of mind when you pay a premium dollar for a controller or anything in life. And and they tell you stop. Don't send it back to the store, and come to us and we'll work it out with you. So the controller has tactiles here for the grips down at the bottom, and it's non-slip. You can feel it. I put this controller through so many games. I put it through its paces. So when Kyle got here, I got a chance to remember a couple of other games I played, like Celeste inside Game Pass and Serious Sam that I played as well, along with Fortnite, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Killer Instinct. Now, a lot of times the D-pads in controllers suck. This D-pad, very twitchy, very good. Wasn't no dead zones.
Good look at it.
Yeah, there you go. So how are we feeling for the? I'm sorry, I was gonna ask you how you feeling for the fighting games though.
It felt perfect.
Oh,
like
okay.
I was playing Street Fighter, got my wins in Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat, I was able to pull off my moves. It's definitely a game changer. Like the buttons are snappy.
Okay.
Like if you can hear that, like the thumbsticks don't stick, they're snappy. And I know a lot of times you're gonna say, well, usually on a new controller, the triggers don't stick. Well, it does have some perceived latency on some controllers, right? This is really snappy, like with the buttons, really snappy. Thumbsticks, really snappy. Everything feels like it's just ready to rock. This controller is ready to rock. So, of course, when I'm playing Fortnite, I'm going to put it through its paces. And we got into a lot of intense matches, and I never felt like the controller was holding me back. I remapped a couple of buttons that was in the back so I can just, drink my slurp juices a whole lot faster. And it helped overall, right? I'm always looking for an edge, especially in a game that you're playing a game that's gonna come down to milliseconds. It's always gonna end up with you versus somebody else.
Of course.
And when when you are versus somebody else, you want a tactical advantage. And I think that the Hex Gaming tactical controller gives you that advantage. Now, it's a little bit pricey, but it's in the ballpark of custom controllers.
Okay.
And I believe that they have a larger, more robust custom controller setup than any other people that I did see before. So their controller setup, as far as putting stuff together, Attic and I sat there meticulously put a lot of stuff together. It's so many different things that you can do on this controller. Like in here, that red part, it didn't have to be red. I made it.
Oh,
red.
you can put so they go more customizable than like the elite stuff.
Even to the buttons in the back. You can
Yeah.
So you every aspect of it, not just the colors on the face type job.
Every aspect of this controller is customizable, and that's what sets it apart from other controllers. I mean, somebody's going to come to your house and they're going to see a one of one, and they're going to say, "Where can I get that controller?" And you can say, "Well, you can go to the website and try to make it, but it's not going to be the same. Somebody's always going to do a little bit different to their controller."
Got you.
This controller speaks to me, and I was going through all the designs, and they have a lot of designs there, but the Egyptian motif is something that is near and dear to me, and I saw it, and I immediately knew that this was right. Now, this is for the Series X and X, and I tried on both. I played the game play games on both consoles with this controller, and I didn't see any perceived latency or anything like that. I checked for dead zones. I didn't find any dead zones when I was playing, so I'm not really a tactician. I didn't put it up to a computer and map out.
You map out. See what's going on.
But
I got you.
It did allow me, like I tried certain techniques that I saw before with moving really slow, and if the controller doesn't move, that's a dead zone. So I looked that stuff up on YouTube before I did it. I didn't find any. I'm not gonna say that there's none there, but if there is, it's very minuscule. But this controller performs. Now it's light. It's not as heavy as an Elite, but it's slightly heavier than the regular stock controller.
Got you.
So if you have you can remove the rumble out of it if you want to get lighter than the regular stock controller. This controller can be customized to any way you want to game. If you want to save battery power, you want to do whatever you want to do, this controller is definitely made for you. Now, what I would say at Hex Games is, if I had to rate the controller, I'm going to rate the controller a 4 out of 5 because of the shipping box. I think when you pay premium prices, you should get a clamshell to put.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, Lee got that nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Or stand because if this is a one-on-one, you want to put it on a stand. Let it sit.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
So it's the same way I felt with the ROG. They gave you a little plastic thing to put your ROG in to stand up. I was just like, that kind of turned me off.
Yeah, Solve was disgusting.
Yeah, that was disgusting. Right? That's horrible.
Other than that, the controller is top notch, top flight. I definitely recommend it to everybody that's in the market looking for a premium controller. I didn't get a chance to use the PlayStation 5 controller, so Hex Gaming send me a PlayStation 5 controller so I can put that through its paces, so I can actually finish God of War, Ragnarok, and some other games that I got over there. That would give me a reason to turn on the console.
He can't finish it without it. It's ridiculous.
Gives me a reason to go over there and
you need a reason to go over there and play. The Hex controller is the reason.
The same reason why Solve is running away from games on his ROG.
Man, wow.
I can't play it. What do you want me to do?
So I can't play without a new controller. So send me a new controller so I can go over there.
Yes, Hex. Let him play his PlayStation so he can. Please send.
But definitely worth the wait. Attic and I was like checking the mail. Alex like, did it get there yet? Did it get there? And when it got there, I did the unboxing live on Twitter. I went live yesterday. Shout out to everybody that came through with Combat Talk. We had Jake versus Nate.
Yeah.
So I saw the maturity of Jake come through. Shout out to everybody that super chatted, Cash App or whatever, and just retweet it. So like if you can't send anything, it's cool. I don't care. Just retweet. Share it out. Let somebody else see it. Let somebody else who's at work. Let's say you got a friend that's a security guard or somebody that has to do an overnight at a warehouse or whatever, who doesn't have access to be around his friends. Well, I'm going to keep you company, and we're going to talk fights, and we're going to have a good time. We talked a whole bunch of things. We talked about wrestling. We talked about football. Oh, sorry. We talked about wrestling. We talked about football. We talked about a whole bunch of things. But again, at the same time, we had a great time. So shout out to everybody that did come through, had a great time, and I appreciate everybody that pulled up, everybody that shared it out. Thank you again. And Combat Talk is Saturdays at 10 p.m. live on Twitter. You know, Lemon reached out to me and was like, "Yo, send me the link." I'm like, "It's on Twitter."
Salute to one way. He hit me up. I had to get my new Galaxy. It ain't come yet, but that dude joint. He put me on.
He put me on. About to watch.
Yeah.
And he was like, so are you on Spaces? I'm like, no, live on Twitter.
Or X. You're an X, sir. You're an X.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
I play on X.
You play. You were Elon. You were Elon in the X. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, you PlayStation dudes, y'all on X.
Yo. See what you're doing. Has that been it, sir?
Yeah, that's it. You know, having fun. You know, on X.
I see. And of course, we have the gaming ninja himself, the Shinobi, Lord Cognito. Spread that reels in the rubber, the ILP, not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Shout out to every single person that pulled up on me at GCX. It was so much fun. The community is super dope. Last word got together, minus Travis, but Ebontis pulled up. The Leviathan, y'all, it's one of the best venues in gaming as far as like, it's literally a resort. It's a golf course. It's everything. It's all, you never have to leave the premises. It's beautiful. Yeah, shout out to everybody that pulled up. Bungie pulled up in forces. I see Back for Dead up in there. No doubt. Salute. Level 1 gaming. I see you. What's going on? Yeah, man. Orlando. But I would say that heat different. Different. And then they had the nerve to be like, yeah, so we're going to go to Universal Studios afterwards on a Saturday, you know. And I'm like, all right, that sounds cool. You know, when you're not built for amusement parks no more, you're not built for
waiting online.
Bro. No, but the cool thing is we had a wristband. That go off at 9 o'clock and you kick all the plebs out. We had a whole park to us. Yeah, so you had the little joint. He's like, yeah, so I'll turn my arms like, remove thyself from the premises. This is GCX territory, kids. So you get to shack the park for a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun. That part was fun. The parts that was not fun was I got a Universal, like I said on the other joint. I gotta come for y'all wild disrespect. I got my Transformers shirt on. Yeah, out here selling the Death to Optimus Prime action figure. Talking about fallen Autobot leader, grayed out with the Matrix. Bro, we not doing that. We not doing that. Cease and desist on that. That's wild disrespectful. I've never seen no cartoon, no major character in the history of toys and anime talk about by the death of Superman, by his corpse. They talk about action figure. What? Yeah, they wild. So that I was wild. I couldn't believe it. But I will say they had the little Transformers movie section. You could have the Megatron and all that, the joint from the movie, the Michael Bay former joint. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it was good. It was rocked out as far as games. Playing the Ally, played a lot of Ghostwire Tokyo on the plane. Was getting that on. Really ran really well, getting the high 50s, close to 60 frames. Battery was not holding up though. The battery, that battery on that flight, boy, I was connected to that battery pack. So yeah, that was that. And,
I gotta find out what battery pack that is that keeps you at the 30 watts.
Yeah, that's it. Right now I'm rocking this joint called it's an Omni Charge. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's crazy big, but yeah, I'll talk about that. But yeah, other than that, same old stuff. Again, shout out to everyone that pulled up for Last Word, everyone that pulled up for ILP, Define and Duke, LSM, the whole fam. And yeah, that's been it. We're gonna get the super chats, get into the polls and all this good stuff.
Yes, sir. I actually have the super chats from part 1 of today's podcast, so we'll go with that first.
Yeah.
Got Robert Kellett, $5 super chat. Blessed Sunday, Lords. Damn shame little man isn't packing enough meat to play BG3.
Wow.
People missing out on fun times with bears and lizards.
Wow, what you doing?
So I've heard.
Can't play it.
Well, we'll talk about that. You know that's coming up.
When we get to that,
We're gonna get to that.
Then we have normal people. $5 super chat. Microsoft needs to dive into the Scrooge McDuck vault and give Larian the bag to put BG3 on Game Pass to assert its dominance. Push the line. Much love, y'all.
Don't talk about Microsoft buying anything.
Oh, yeah.
Money for anything.
They came for you,
man.
How dare you?
It's just one of the very few times I've seen Xbox, PlayStation, and PC people come together and say screw Adam.
It was a unified front against you.
It was, man.
Oh man.
I held the line, but I didn't want to.
He says it's those thumbnail titles. I think you got them rocking.
You rocking that algorithm too hard. They not feeling that.
They increased the engagement on my Twitter tenfold, man. It was like 157,000.
That is the desired results.
That is the desired. Oh, we clickbaiting. Oh man. Here we go. What else we got?
Then we got Robert Keller again, $2 super chat. How will Survivor run on PS4 540p 220 frames per second? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know how they're doing this or why they do it. It's not even ready. Like they're developing it now. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Whatever.
Yo, is that rumor true that
your camera's off again?
Jedi Fallen Order.
We're gonna talk about that. Say that. We're gonna talk about that.
That's what he's talking about. Survivor.
Yeah, Survivor. Yeah, get stripped down. Interesting.
Then we have Pat F, $2 super chat. Blessed Sunday to all here and the ILP realm. You as well, sir.
Salute.
Robert Keller once again, $2 super chat. Damn, this is a lean day, huh? No beef. The beef is here. The beef is arrived.
Here now.
Then we have Lieutenant Hulk. Go ahead, Attic.
Yeah. No, it was too much.
Oh, how you caught yourself for being extra?
He's gonna cross the line. Lieutenant Hulk, $5 super chat. Sup, lords? Let's talk about Xbox not promoting Starfield according to the other side of the fence.
Guess we're gonna talk about that.
Then we have Dr. Strangelove, $2 super chat. RE4 and its remake suck. Overrated. RE2 is better. Damn. RE2 is better. I like RE4 though, but like I said, it's hard for me to process my full thoughts on it because I played it in such broken up chunks. But overall, I like it. Then we have Stay High, FFF, $5 super chat.
Very lifted Sunday.
Very lifted Sunday. Elevated. Shout out to the Lord's King. Thanks again for the show last night. Pause. I remember I said I was going to hit you up today. Hey, really?
And wow. Where to be that? Back to you, son. Gonna hit you up.
I gotta find out why my camera keeps jumping off.
Yeah,
it turns off on its own.
Turns it off on its own.
Yeah, he's doing his own thing.
Yeah, you might want to restart. Probably like another application is trying to access your camera.
Access it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Who's touching me?
We have Black Rodent 357, member for 18 months, Lord Silver. What up, Lords? Playing Remnant 2 and listening to the best gaming podcast crew who keeps it 100. It's Baldur's Gate 3 holding the line. It's holding the line, apparently. Sure. A nice 93, 94 Metacritic line.
Killing it out here.
Then we have Pat F. Let's put the crest in the chat for Pat F. for gifting 5 IOP memberships. Thank you. Appreciate that. Then we got Tom from Toonami, $5 super chat. Speaking of combat talk, this is what I said before. I want to get your take on this, Kaga. Speaking of combat talk, did King recap the Jose Ramirez Tim Anderson fight?
Well, King.
No, he didn't see it. I talked about it.
I saw it. But I was just like, they're bugging.
Yeah.
Y'all are baseball players. They get paid too much
to be getting knocking each other out.
Yeah, I'm good.
Y'all guys, they'll take off half the damn year. Y'all don't even. It's the way that they get down. Stop it. Just stop it. Y'all fake bad. Cut it out.
Messy. Continue.
Yeah, we got Netwatch, $2 super chat. King, what do you think of the WBO stripping Charlo?
They didn't strip him yet. When he gets announced on September, when he fights Canelo, he will be stripped. You are not gonna go up there and fight for this guy's unified title, undisputed title, and go up there with your undisputed title. That's just not how it happens. WBO said we're not part of this circus. You can go up there and fight, and we're gonna give this belt to Tim Tszyu, and Tim Tszyu is gonna go fight somebody else. So if anybody want to get over there, like Errol Spence or Crawford, to fight Tim Tszyu to go for that WBO belt. And then those other belts is going to be up for grabs because those dudes is going up to 154. That is happening. But nobody can cry foul. This guy is going up and chasing big dreams. He's going to fight Canelo at 168. And if he beats Canelo, he becomes undisputed at 168, and he gets all the glory. So yeah, strip him. So what? Who cares? He doesn't care about those belts. He's moving up anyway.
Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, King, maybe try leave the Zoom. If it still does it, try leave Zoom, come back, and maybe see if that worked. In worst case, restart. If not, but right now you seem good.
No, I keep clicking it.
Oh,
Every
okay,
time it
yeah.
acts
Just
up,
leave
I'm
it,
like,
leave the Zoom, come back, see if it kick back.
But I'm checking the stuff. Oh, well, don't worry about it.
All right,
It could be the base, like like Logitech or something, trying to take control of the camera for whatever reason.
Yep.
Tom from Toonami, $2 super chat. Old Wendy's commercial. Where's the beef? Shout out to the old lady.
Oh, that's a classic. That's
R.I.P.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Then we have Dr. Strangelove, $2 super chat. I got beef withdrawals the entire time
Yo.
COG was MIA.
They wildin'. They wildin'.
Yeah.
That's addict fault for starting all this.
Pause on you, sir.
Then we have Danny Passion Official, $2 super chat. We're buffering today. Hello, chat. Hit the like at the bottom of the chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Then we have Nobody, $5 super chat. So, guys, the news that Killer Instinct is back. How are you feeling? And also, James Goddard is head of Killer Instinct. AI is back.
Yeah, that is interesting. A lot of was it Iron Galaxy talk. Looking, things are cooking. I see Jason Rado retweeting stuff. Marcus, yeah, something cooking.
Get a
man.
4K update. That's very nice.
Gotta see. That's a
That
big
game
deal.
still looks good, man. I
Yeah.
like that game. Looks
It
beautiful.
can look as good as they want to do. It when they first came out, it was dope. And then they did all a bunch of honky stuff to it, and I just didn't like
Jesus.
anything they did to it. It was just ridiculously weird. So I was just like, nope.
Yeah,
I don't
like the
Still
release
play
schedule.
good.
It's still good.
It plays great. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying they did a whole bunch of stuff to it that no, I'm
What
good.
you ain't like about it?
They all right, so like they built some little fake story around it, and they drop you down in like little pods, and little monsters is popping up all over the world, and then you got to fight these guys. That was stupid.
I got what you're saying to me, I don't even recall. So
I know you don't.
I need to go back and play.
See, I was playing real hard and heavy. Pause. And when it first came out on it, then they did some update. And I was like, "What's this little global update thing?" And then around the world, spots is happening. I'm like, what is this stupidness? And I'm like, you just went away from the good story and gave us
You want the
this
old
crap.
school? Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Just give us a good story, dude. You saw Namco, right? You didn't got to reinvent the wheel.
No doubt.
Just get a story behind everybody and just put it out. Just put a game out.
I'm just glad they're not leaving it for dead. That's my thing. Because before, this thing looked like it was never coming back. Like it was like taboo to talk about it. Like no one was going to do it. So to me, at least it's a good
Are they
sign.
updating it? Like, is it going to be a Killer Instinct, whatever they're going to call it?
Something's going on because one of the guys I think is on LinkedIn with like unannounced project that was like working on it. Looks like there's something cooking. There's definitely we just don't know to the full extent whether it's just going to update the existing game and that's it, or they update an existing game to set up maybe the potential.
Yo, when you got Street Fighter 6 out there and you got Tekken 8 and you got Mortal Kombat coming out, if you don't step your game up, bro,
for
like
sure.
do not give me an update to that same weak game. Do not do that. It's nice, it's nostalgic. Haha. Step your game up.
I feel like they'll do an update and maybe release one character to like gauge interest in the brand. But I do think because if you're just going to do an update, you could have just had the Xbox Studio do the update. 4K packages. There's plenty of people that could have done this. Like you brought Iron Galaxy, an entire studio back to work on Killer Instinct. It's more than just an update.
We got Lady Delilah in there. We got
They no longer
10-year
what
anniversary
you call
update, 4K series support, updated matchmaking, and server updates.
Yeah, I would say within a year and a half, a Killer Instinct 2 will be in.
Yeah, I think it's gauge interest. You gotta build. It's been there for a little. Key out of pocket. Like it's gotta do.
He must have really been disgusted.
He really was disgusted. He was really disgusted.
Don't dip your toe in the water. If you're gonna get in the shower, get in the shower.
But there was no water an hour ago.
Exactly. Nobody was even paying the bill.
And exactly, you think somebody gonna care that you put a new soap bar inside the shower?
Oh,
There's
my
a new
Lord.
soap in the corner. I don't care about that soap.
No
Man.
offense to you, but like the K Megas is who opinion I care about when it comes to
You don't care about my opinion, but you care about K Mega.
Killer Instinct. I've never heard you even talk about.
All you
this
gotta do is
game.
go on,
Here
I
you
got
go.
YouTube channels on that. All you gotta do is go on my timeline. I'll smoke K Mega.
Whoa.
Smoke K
Oh,
Mega.
that sounds like a
Killer
challenge.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
I'm that guy. I'm him.
Ultra combo. What up, K Mega?
him.
You heard it. Anyway.
Well, all I'm saying is like the K Megs and they've been.
I don't be
I
talking
even-
about no other dudes
Can you-
over here talking about. I don't.
He acting like he not cool with
Why
us.
can't make a catch a stray?
Yeah, why can't Mega catch a stray?
Like,
Like
know
he
what's
not
funny
cool
is,
with
like,
us.
the Maximilians and them.
I don't care about them.
So you know it's crazy, man.
You know he out of pocket. No addict don't even pay him no
I
mind.
see comments weekly about me
Yep.
interrupting people, but I never see comments about King interrupting.
But hold on, I gotta ask: is this part of the game that disgusts you? So, are you forced to play that part?
Yes.
No, he just complaining.
I don't
He
think
just
so.
complaining.
Yo, listen to me.
Mhm.
Go play it, right? And you gonna come. Okay. So this week, your homework assignment is just to go boot up the corpse that is Killer Instinct. Go boot it up, and then come back to me and tell me, is it somebody that you used
You
to
know what? We can just move on because King already lost to saying he'd beat K Mega in
Yeah.
Killer Instinct.
He out of
So-
pocket. Anyway, continue.
All right, hold on.
What's wrong with that?
We got.
It feels like another hip hop time about to come up.
Then we got Pat F, $2 super chat. Cog gets back and it's beef overloaded the servers.
Yeah, clearly, I brought beef to the stream too.
Then we got Robert Keller, $2 super chat. Stream so beefy that little man couldn't take it.
Yo, that's back to back
Yeah.
energy right there. Wow.
Then we got.
Yo, Attic is dying. I never see him laugh that. I haven't seen Attic laugh that. Oh, we got Alex in there with this now. Oh, man.
Jesus.
Don't worry, y'all. The beef emoji is coming. I'm letting y'all know right now. It's coming. It's cooking up. Working on the final touches. Y'all gonna like it.
Yo, I almost choked and died.
Yeah, they saw it.
Literally.
No, we got a couple of ones coming.
We got some emojis.
We got a few.
We got a few cooking.
We got Heartgeek Chadi, $5 super chat. The vegans at YouTube shut down the stream. There's too much meat being displayed.
Oh man, meat exposure. Pause. Let's go.
Then we got the Death Trap with the 40 rupees, I believe. Cognito broke the stream with his beefiness. Hashtag beefy.
I gotta chill with the cognito though. That's the extra one. All right there.
Yo, man, Dingo is out of Man Dingo McDickens, $2 super chat is out of pocket right now. Sob, looks like the beef has entered.
Yo, no, he ain't put O with the enter. Whoa, music, please.
There was a pause.
Yeah, like he thought that was through.
Back to you, Soft.
Yo, that was extra. Wow.
Oh.
I gotta put my eye drops in. He got my eyes burning.
Yo, the one that made Attic laugh is what they got me. Attic was dying.
Yo, hold on a second.
They jumped
We
you.
always gotta manufacture.
They jumped you.
Yeah, give me one
Let the stream
moment.
come back.
The shekels. I
I'm
guess that's
doing
what
all
it
type
was.
of different. You was doing that Killer Instinct slam and they sniping you.
And we have Elliot Shlomovich.
Oh, okay, you did. Okay.
We have Eliad Shlomovich with
Oh,
the
the
15
homie.
shekels. Thank you, Eliad.
Yes.
Welcome back, brothers. Salute to the realm. By the way, Baldur's Gate 3 is indeed an addiction waiting to happen. If you have a PC and want to play Starfield, don't do it.
Yo.
Yeah, it's one of them things. Yeah. Then we got Nobody who posted it again. We got to it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Then we got Robert Kellett, $2 super chat. Selling Optimus without beef. Damn.
Yeah, they did Optimus dirty.
Yo,
It's
dirty.
crazy.
I'm looking on your timeline. I'm trying to find it.
Bro, you gotta find it's crazy.
Just Google
Wild
it. I'm
as
sure it
fuck.
comes up. Then we got JD Gamer, $5 super chat. Good Sunday, Lords. How will the community act after Microsoft ties up its commitments and acquires both Square and Sega? Are we going to have a salty day?
As long as Addict don't do the title, it's over. They gonna throw stones at him.
Yeah, they don't even want me talking about Microsoft buying something. Yo, what's funny is it's the fear that it actually
it can happen, and you know what?
That's what it is.
They don't like
because if I would have made that video 4 or 5 years ago, no one would have cared.
Yeah,
but now that they're buying Activision, Blizzard, King, and already bought Bethesda.
Yeah, wait, hold on. We put it. Yeah. Look at that, y'all. Look at this.
This is highly disrespectful.
And keep it on screen. Why is it called an action figure if he is dead? If it's dead,
no action.
Why are they selling this? Fallen.
Better question is how much beef can you put in that chest?
Oh.
This is if you want to have, if you want to recreate the diorama of that moment,
selling corpses to kids.
Highly disrespectful.
Wow, disrespectful.
I could have sworn back in the day I saw one with Rodimus, with Hot Rod, like small Hot Rod opening up the Matrix, and then they had different size Hot Rods growing into Rodimus behind him. It was like a statue. It was crazy. Yeah, but not this, not death.
Let's not do that.
I like when they went back and retconned that.
They brought it back. Yep.
Yeah. There we got Hollywood Rules, $5 super chat. Happy Sunday, my NYC, West Virginia cousins.
Salute.
King, thanks for a great combat talk last night. Born and raised in BK, so sad to see that the nonsense that took place in NYC. Yes, did y'all see this? Foolishness.
I heard about it.
Not. Yo, did he actually give away any PlayStation?
I don't know that it happened, but I mean, at the end of the day, the worst part about it is that they got down there and started acting stupid with like cabbies and like guys that own newsstands and stuff like that, stealing their stuff, hitting them. Like, come on now.
What do you think is going to happen when you get 2,000 people in an area talking about you only got 2 PlayStations?
Yeah.
Wait, who was giving this out? I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, gift cards.
Who did this?
Okay, so Kasanat is a YouTuber.
He's a Twitch streamer.
Well, he's a streamer. He's transcendent. He's he's from the Bronx. He's from the town. Highly successful. The guy is really, I'm talking about from the ground up, really built himself.
He streamed like all of February, like the whole February.
So he just was some random, I'm in New York, pull up, I got the PlayStations type stuff?
I don't know how it went down, because somebody hit me when I was asleep, and it was like, yo, you okay? The riots. I'm like, the riots?
The riots? What? The riots?
He streamed it and told his community that on Friday I'll be in Madison Square Garden. I guess that's what it's called.
No, it was Union Square.
Union Square, and I'm gonna have a bunch of PlayStation 5s.
Oh, you just
a bunch
asking
of PCs,
for some New York type of time, right there.
And he said he was gonna dedicate the movement to getting people out of the streets and having them stream. And I think he definitely had good intentions, but when you have that kind of following, you can't be doing stuff like that.
So they was rioting. That's crazy. I'll look into it. That's crazy. What else we got, Saul?
Hey, we have. Let me see.
You got a $5 from Halo Reach
Around.
Whoa, Halo
Reach Around.
Oh no, it gets worse. Love how Lord Attic spin in that chair while he petting his kitty.
Yo,
place he could spin. I want to hear the how. Oh, the young wolf, no ball.
Yo, shit, that man was imagining where he wanted to.
What are we gonna do with this?
Halo Reach Around. That's extra. Wow, that man said spit on the chair for him.
What type of subgroup are we inviting?
Y'all want to do Lord Beefy, right? This is what you get. This is what you get. This is what happens. This is the demographic we in now. Yeah. You like the beef? You like it?
Pause, man.
Pause.
So we got let me see. We got JD Gamer, $2 super chat. No, we got Hollywood Rules, $5 super chat. I stand with Lord Beefy in protest against any and all Optimus Prime slander.
Thank you, brother.
How dare they,
bro?
Oh, we were in shock watching Transformers die and Spike curse.
Yep,
that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Bit wild, disrespectful.
There we got JD Gamer, $2 super chat. Iron Galaxy is for sure getting acquired. Killer Instinct versus MK. That I will say, you got to go back to the drawing board. You got to come back with something crazy. Then we have Bounty, member for 24 months, Lord Bronze. Wagwan Lords on beautiful Jamaican Independence Day. Enough respect.
You done know. You done know.
Done knows.
Let's go. Fire for them.
Then we got Nintendo, the Otaku, $5 super chat. Iron Galaxy left Killer Instinct to work on Rumbleverse. Now suddenly they are happy to work on Killer Instinct again. I wonder why. Yeah, Rumbleverse is dead. Rumbleverse is cool though.
It was cool,
but
yeah.
If anything, that
purchased by Amazon or something like that.
Yeah, I think they are owned by Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you know, do you want to talk about the Kill Instinct for the first topic? Because like people,
we kind of did talk about it
chat.
though. We did kind of just talk about it. Yeah.
Okay.
And we got
being messy because I just wanted to get Attic into a brawl.
Yeah.
Hey, right.
You
The
mess
only
with
brawl
us.
you gonna get is K Mega putting his fist through your skull.
Well, I mean,
I just love how you think you could beat K Mega and Killer Instinct.
okay, why
King
wouldn't I?
ain't gonna run though. He gonna fight anybody. It don't matter who it is.
Why wouldn't I? You want to see my footage? Pause.
then we got
Very much false.
Watch him beat K Mega. That'd be the funny part.
And then I'm gonna come right back to you and say, "Who's the greatest?"
I would have to say you at that point, but you haven't done that yet.
I would thank you, and I would say thank you, Adam.
I mean, you still ain't beat me.
And then I
more
will
than
buy
that
you a
2 out of 1
burrito.
in Naruto.
I
So
will buy you a burrito.
you already owe me your burrito.
Pause.
Whoa! Hey, I've been away too long.
We got to stop you.
First the chair spin. Now this.
We got to talk about our old burritos.
You owe me your burrito.
Yeah, for real, right? Give me your burrito. I say no, sir.
And we have Robert Kelly, $2 super chat. Cognito clogging the stream. Maybe we need joystick.
Yo.
What is happening?
What's that? Yo, it's so left
This
right now.
corrupted community. I don't
This
know
is
about
definitely
this.
Foz call us the pause cast.
The pause cast.
Iron Lord pause cast.
Cast.
That's what we are now.
We are edified.
Yes.
Then we have Web Dave, $2 super chat. All hail the Iron Lords. Everyone hit the like. Shout out to Web
Shout out to
Dave.
Web Dave, the homie. Salute. Bread Dave. We got it.
Then we got Nintendo, the Otaku, $2 super chat. I knew BG3 was going to be good, but I wasn't ready.
Yeah, I heard. I gotta talk to Attic on that when we get to that topic. Mm-hmm.
And we got Let's Play with each other's joysticks. $2 super chat. Halo Reach Around is giving me ideas for something. Jesus Christ.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Thank you for your support. I appreciate that.
Thank you for your patronage. Violating me. Thank you.
Halo Reach Around and Let's Play with each other's joysticks the same person.
I'm just
Good
going to
God.
be quiet.
Are we good?
Yeah, you're trying to
They're
catch
not
any
attacking
strays
me.
here. Not yet.
Are we good?
We
caught
are
up?
caught up.
All right,
Yes,
cool.
sir.
Let's get this poll popping. Last week, poll results are in, and the people have spoken to the question regarding Final Fantasy XIV coming to Xbox and the potential of future Final Fantasy games coming to Xbox platforms. Which do you anticipate happening first? Very close poll. Four-way poll. 34% of the vote. Octopath Traveler 2. That was in first place. Coming in at a razor close second at 32% of the vote was Final Fantasy Remake. Can't believe Final Fantasy lost. That's crazy. In third place at 24% of the vote was I Don't Care. Phil about to put an acquisition ring on Square Enix. And in last place at 9%, they ain't like that. The 9% was Final Fantasy 16 coming to Xbox Addict. Octopath 2? You think that's what was the right call? Of the realm? You muted? Oh, no, you good. You good. No, you good.
I mean, well, when it comes down to it, it's just I got to see it to believe it.
Okay, all right, no doubt. No Patreon stuff. Let's get into the topic. Solve. You are up, I believe. Gamescom. What's going on? Stuff. What's happening?
Yeah, we got Gamescom coming up on August 23rd. We have opening night live coming up as well. So, Keely always has some surprises for us. And we also know that going into Gamescom that there will be a Starfield theater presentation in addition to a Forza theater presentation.
Yes.
In addition to maybe some of that stuff being on the show floor, right? Nintendo's going to be there as well. And with certain leaks, you never know. maybe some information. At the very least, it seems like maybe some conversations are going to be had with other publishers and third-party partners to get their hands on some of that hardware. And that's it. We know PlayStation is not going to be there. So I just want to see where you guys are at in terms of Gamescom has not traditionally been the place for the secondary mic drop moments, right? We know that's so, but you never know. And with certain things leaking out, maybe some companies want to get out in front of some messaging. One thing that I saw that seriously interested me, and it came out a little bit earlier, I think it came out in July, was that the official Gamescom app accidentally
what they do
showed something for Half-Life from Valve.
Interesting.
So
PlayStation VR too?
Yeah, you would think, well, no PlayStation presence, maybe not, but maybe Gabe learned how to count to 3. I don't know, I doubt it, but we'll see. That's very interesting to me, right? Because Half-Life is something that just hasn't, since Alex, we haven't seen anything. They haven't indicated they would ever plan to go back and kind of finish the trilogy or whatever the case may be. So that's interesting to me. So I want to know what you guys think about what might be coming down the pipeline for Gamescom.
Cool, Attic. What we thinking, man? What's your predictions? A lot of presents. They put out a big blog post about a booth and all this stuff. Where you at?
I think it's just about fan, attendance. They want to make sure people that go there for the Xbox brand has stuff to play. I saw a lot of people upset that Starfield wasn't there. I feel like you could be disappointed, but to like try to say something's wrong with the game just because they're not at an event that's 4 days before the game comes out, I think that's a little bit of a reach. I don't expect too much of this. I expect maybe.
But is it a reach around?
Oh, yo, Solve. Come on.
Can I have the music?
Give Solve the beat.
Which one you want? You want that one or you want
the other one? What is extra is that. Hey.
And now there's 5
Back to you,
cats being suspects, though. I think it's just one of those things where it's like, look, they are going to let you play these games. We ain't really had too much hands-on something like Stalker.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty
Stalker's
good.
Really playable.
What I find interesting is the From Software game is going to be there on their stage.
What's that about? What we thinking? We thinking
I feel like they got the marketing for it.
I might think you're on the side.
Maybe if they don't, maybe the reason that it's on their floor is because PlayStation's not there. So I mean, if there's not another stage to go on, but to me, it's like if PlayStation had the marketing, there's no way they would be okay with their game being on their show floor.
I would agree.
That's right.
So I think they got the marketing for that. It's interesting. It's just that, when it comes to the Starfield thing, look, if you're frustrated that it's not going to be there, I get it. But
no demo.
The game comes out 4 days later. Good point. At that point, what's the point? But they do have like a theater experience going on where they show you stuff, and I get it, but I understand why people are disappointed it's not there, because we would see more gameplay. But I just don't understand how people are trying to act like this is like bad news for the game.
End of the world.
And shout out to Delilah. She said, "Why are people upset that Starfield's not there? Because Spider-Man's not there either."
Oh, man. I see what we doing. Yeah, there's a lot of concern, Addict. I mean, that's what they said. They like concern. They like no demo. No marketing.
But the marketing is not concerning to me. It's disappointing because I feel like the game is good. It's just I don't understand why Microsoft isn't marketing the game to the degree that they should. I mean, I haven't seen one commercial for Starfield. Now, obviously,
tons of them.
Huh?
I said I've seen tons of them.
You've seen commercials for Starfield.
Yeah,
I haven't.
It's cartoons. Like,
you talk about the Twitter anime thing. Okay,
I feel you. I feel you on that, but I don't feel like that is justified marketing for a brand new IP made by the developers that has made multiple Game of the Year contenders or Game of the Years. That's what my only thing. It's like, normally I'm against traditional marketing, but for this particular title, maybe you should do a little bit of that. I want to see that chick from the posters everywhere, on billboards everywhere. Now, obviously, when it comes like YouTube advertising promoting. I'm a member of YouTube Premium, so they might be rolling YouTube
but you cut them
ads. I just wouldn't see it. People in the chat, if you've seen a Starfield commercial on YouTube, tell me, because I'm very curious on that, because I have premium. I don't see that.
I don't have premium. I have broke, and I have.
Isn't this kind of like par for the course for them though? Like I kind of feel like, with Fallout 4, they announced it, at E3 or whatever, and then they launched it later that year. And I don't even know that they marketed a lot in between the announcement and when it came out. So I don't mean Bethesda generally.
Skyrim a lot,
but maybe BGS games proper,
just like
was super close. Skyrim was different. Skyrim was further out. I don't know. Maybe that's kind of par for the course for them, and they don't want to spoil anything. I get it, but at the same time, you would think that press needs to start having this game already.
I would agree.
So it's got to be out there, right? Soon. If I'm talking about, if not already, next week. When you think about the scope of this game,
people would have a good 2 to 3 weeks with the game before, and that might not realistically enough. Apparently, Baldur's Gate 3 went out like 3 or 4 days before the game.
Yeah, like they didn't even get anything. Yeah, but here's the thing: we all. I'm sorry, King. My bad, King. What'd you say?
No, I said that was a Stadia game. So,
and that was in early access for a long time, and not that game didn't like just transform after it hit 1.0. Like it was the same game. So
one thing we all forgetting though, it looks like Starfield will be there. Says attendees will be able to check out exclusive theater presentations of it, of Starfield. So they're gonna show it in some capacity, just no demo.
No demo, and I'm okay with that. Like I guess people, because I'm not going to Gamescom, so that might be disappointing on that front. But looking at it, doesn't feel like that is something that's bad. Like, Starfield is in a Gamescom. Everyone pack up the trucks. So we're not playing it. Game comes out 4 days after Gamescom. So at that point, you might as well just wait 4 days after Gamescom.
Shout out to Boxing Burger. He said he's got his seat booked in the Starfield and Forza Theater presentation. Right, Germany in the building. That's right. Boxing Burger, you got to let us know, man. You got to let us know how concerned you are about that demo, that lack of demo. Now, that's dope. You're going to be up in the building. Salute. So, Lord King, your thoughts on this whole thing about the Gamescom, your little predictions, what you think they're going to do, and then myself talk about Starfield.
Well, the movie thing, as far as showing, Starfield and Forza, that's good. I don't think releasing Starfield as a playable demo, they will have to craft the demo.
Yep.
Get that demo up, get that demo ready, put that demo through its paces, all this other stuff. You have to bug test the demo, do all this stuff just for Gamescom. All right, so you get the game out to Gamescom, and then is it representative of the whole game? RPG is very hard to do in that short period of time. How long would the demo be? What would the lines look like? I think it made more headache than it solved any questions.
It's a hard game to demo, you would think.
That's a hard game to demo. The only thing I would really think, and I don't even know if it would be enough to satisfy people, is like have a couple chaoses where you could jump on and just play around with the customization of your character. But if you only offered people, these are the options this week,
they're gonna be bad. They're like, they hiding.
Why can't I play?
Why can't I play the game? They just show they not comfortable showing.
Right, and then the opposite, you don't want to do
just making a character.
You don't want to do a Redfall either, and be like, hey, it's a vertical slice and it's very polished, and it's
just came off Redfall too.
So I just want to say, majority of this is the mustard heart Xbox dudes. Right? So you have the mustard heart Xbox dudes that's out there. Like,
mustard
I need to see it first before I buy it because my heart is weak with Redfall. Yeah, shut up. And then the PlayStation dudes, they're trying to they
so you tell people not to be cautious.
They can be as cautious as they want. I got Game Pass. I don't care. You can have Game Pass too. It's not exclusive to me. So at the same time, the PlayStation dudes know PlayStation ain't gonna be there, so of course they're gonna throw a battery in the back of the Mustard Heart dude. So they smack the battery in the back of the Mustard Heart dude and say, "Run, go spread the word that something's wrong with Starfield." And then the Mustard Heart dudes out in the street. I think something's wrong with Starfield. They're not showing it. I think something's wrong with Sony. They're not there. Think about that.
You can make that argument, definitely. Yeah. It's like, and you know what's funny? Spider-Man would be an easier game to have a demo for. And
it would be an easier game. Since Jim lost, Jim has not been seen. Like, Jim has turned into Waldo. I'm looking for Jim wherever we can find Jim at. We saw a sighting of Jim someplace in Nebraska. It was kind of crazy. He was over there with Bud Crawford. But listen, I see what they're going to do. I don't think anything great comes out of Gamescom. Maybe some minor stuff. Nothing crazy. Gamescom has never been, oh, this is where we're going to release new stuff. Usually what they do is whatever they did for E3 with all the shows that they had with the Bethesda shows, they streamline it and get a nice little package together and put it up for Gamescom. And it looks like a better presentable package. Whatever they did wrong at E3 and the shows after E3, they kind of clean it up for Gamescom. Gamescom has a better presentation, and I expect that. I expect Microsoft, to strut their stuff, knowing that in 4 days after that, Starfield will launch, and I believe that they know they have a winner. That's why they're going to give you the movie theater thing and the Forza. I'm more concerned with Forza. Why isn't that playable? Why isn't that there? Those are the questions that I have, right? So if they're going to give you a trailer of Forza, are you going to expound, or are they leaving it to turn 10 with the Forza events and allow them to present it on their platform? Because, Forza is a huge thing and they have a large community. So maybe they're allowing them to present it to their audience that way. And then after that, piggyback off of that. But I'm a little bit concerned with Forza. I've heard great things from everybody. Everybody that's in the background that I know of told me that this is it, this is the one, this is the thing. And I'm like, all right, cool, but can I see it? And they're like, we send out some pictures. But other than that, I just think Microsoft is playing it safe. They're going to hold their cards close to breast because Sony's not going to be there anyway. No need to flex for no reason.
No, fair. Yeah, jump in. I mean, look, this is a big deal. For them to actually say, yo, we're going to have a big presence at Gamescom is pretty huge. To see them, let's be honest, like we go to PAXs, to see Xbox have a booth again is a big deal. You know what I mean? And then we talk about all these other titles that we not even talk about, the 150 other titles. We're talking also like the Stalker is going to actually be there playable. That's a good sign because that studio, we know what's going on in real life, right? With the war and stuff like that and all the terrible stuff that they had to endure. So to have them there, to me, that seems like, maybe they be ready, hopefully at the top of 2024 or something like that, potentially. That'll be interesting. With the demo thing, I hear you. I'm not going to say that I don't want demos, but it's like King said, the reality is that cuts development time. You got to make a whole vertical slice to sit there and then bug test and have for a demo. And for Starfield, it makes
doesn't even make sense.
Exactly. Yeah. Starfield, it makes absolutely no sense. Like, you're literally 4 days after the show ended, going to be in somebody's house. Like, it literally makes it. Yeah, go ahead.
I prefer those people that would make that 6 months ago work on the game.
Yeah, like, and let's be real, right? Based on track record and history and the complexity of that game, it kind of makes, we would like you to continue to work all the way through. You know what I'm saying?
Thing is right, though. Forza should be there in some way, shape, or form, and some kind of playable demo.
I get it. I'm all about demos. I'm never going to say no. I just think, like, there's two things I think that is changing. The demo from development cycles, and then I also think the marketing is changing. I know, the homie Kiss Move is in the cross eye right now, but like, this is what I think.
I have no idea what's kids.
Yeah, I already know. I haven't paid attention to the latest, but I'll just go about what I saw last week. I understand his concern. Listen, I want Starfield to be on, of course, poster boards, trains, buses, all. I get it. But we also got to look at what's effective. And they may have the metrics. Look at we're about to talk about Baldur's Gate, right? There ain't no marketing for Baldur's Gate. Do you see what it's doing? It just dropped. And it's the virality of people just saying, yo, it's good, Metacritic. That what I realize is if they may be looking at it, the corporate say, look, all these millions we're gonna pour into this marketing, And we could literally have the community and social media do this and have the same effect, if not better, than wasting all this money doing this. So I think the rules have changed a little bit. Now, credit to Sony, they're still doing things their way, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, you know what I'm saying, especially with Spider-Man. But like, I think slowly the industry is changing in that. It's almost like, you know what it reminds me of, King? Right. It reminds me of E3, how people were like, yo, do we really need to be there, right? And spend all this money for the booth, all this money thing, or we could do our little direct version show that's self-contained, that we control the message.
Well, it's cutting money.
Yes.
From trimming the fat, right? You don't want to excess spend. It's not traditional no more. We're no longer in a traditional state.
Yeah.
You know? Everything has changed literally since COVID. So the ways that you market now is completely different. I've seen marketing for Starfield, so I'm not going to say like I didn't see marketing for Starfield. I see it when I go past bus stops. I see like the billboards for it. So I'm not going to say I don't see that. I saw the commercials. I mean, I have regular YouTube, so I guess I get a chance to see the commercials. Yeah. But I thought it was dope, the commercial, and I talked to Colt about it, and he was joking. He said, you know, that better not be the animation. I'm like, nah, I don't think so. But it was just a nice little type of story, whatever. Yeah. I don't know, whatever's minor that they can do to try to go viral. Yeah, opposed to, we got to buy out all of downtown bro, put up billboards.
That's a lot of money.
That doesn't make any sense anymore. People don't even interact that way.
No, I get it. Like I said, again, not saying I don't want it. You know, I'm just saying I got to look at practicality, and if they got the metrics to say, yo, we spent all this money on buses for Hogwarts and all this stuff, and this really didn't equate to what we thought, you know, for certain games, it's not going to be effective. Okay, what you going to say, Karen?
Well, I've been told by plenty of people in the marketing scene that influencer streaming and podcast marketing is way more effective than shotgun marketing. Yeah. You know, the only thing I would push back a little bit is I like the way PlayStation markets like on the subways and stuff.
Oh, that's fine. I love that. I love that.
How many people? I'm not in New York, but I'm assuming millions go through that subway every day.
When they had Horizon and God of War in Grand Central Station,
sick.
That was sick because Grand Central really is like a hub, right? So everybody's going different directions once they hit Grand Central. Everywhere you go, every little tunnel hallway it was Sony down. Like it was crazy. It was really good.
Yeah, I mean, now the question is, again, I don't know the numbers. I'm not trying to be slanderous, but like if we look at Horizon. You know,
here we go.
Did it do the 10 milli, right? Did it do, you know what I'm saying? This is what Jim Ryan, I'm just talking about, he wants these things to be better. So let's just say, I'm just throwing up a number. Please, PlayStation Nation, do not come at me. I don't know what the final say. You come for King. But let's just say Horizon ended up doing, you know, 4 to 5. Is that enough for them to justify $1 million or whatever it is on the marketing budget that you spent to put all these trains, whereas Baldur's Gate spent nothing? Let's just say, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't got no and look at what's going on right now. You see what I'm saying?
I actually feel like it makes more sense to promote as like a Subway than even maybe a Super Bowl commercial. Like for a particular like game like that.
No.
King, you want the Super Bowl?
Me personally,
it's a lot of money, bro.
No, I'm like, stop that. Like, I would rather
Super Bowl's a lot of money too.
Well, yeah, but I would rather go get random streamers and let them play the game and put the game up and save a boatload of cash. We market different. Yeah. You know, and okay, so let's talk about the digital kids, right? We're talking to the digital kids because we're not really talking to the adults. The adults, we pretty much know what we're gonna buy. The digital kids that you're trying to catch their eye, they're not looking on a train station looking at Spider-Man on a train. They're not.
Actually, I got a perfect example for you, King. You're muted.
He muted his Zoom. King, you muted your Zoom. There you go.
That's sorry.
Okay. I got a perfect example for you, King. Among Us. No marketing. One of the most iconic games that was out at that time.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's proven.
And it was all because a couple big streamers on Twitch streamed the game. Off.
Yeah, and then remember even seeing these sort of resurgence when streamers were playing.
Summit won.
Yeah.
Single-handedly probably put that money. And like, look, I'm not going to sit there and say that traditional marketing doesn't have a place. But when it comes to the gaming industry, that is a very unique style type of industry that it's hard to promote that on a billboard.
Right. The only thing I would push back on Microsoft is I'm with all of y'all, but I don't feel they do enough to promote like Game Pass though. Like I feel like people like we know it, but it's like the service is Game Pass. I feel like they should do a little bit better there. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like
I mean, you got Game Pass at Kentucky Fried Chicken, Game Pass at Taco Bell.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Game Pass at Oreos Cookies and you know Nabisco and all of these places. They try to hit the market in certain places. What I would say is they have to do partnerships, right?
Yeah.
And if they do partners, and they did the partnerships with LG and they did the partnerships with Samsung, I think those partnerships need to be highlighted more, right? Okay, put it on the box of the television.
Okay.
In this television, you have the Game Pass app that's on, you know, put the stick on. It's not too much. You have to spend a ton of money. It's just the way that you have these partnerships. You have to leverage your partnerships in order to get the maximum amount.
I agree.
So I want to read this comment from Tang Clan. I'm not gonna Q Tang Clan. Is that how
that's the owner.
his name? My 12-year-old didn't know what Starfield was till he got the controller and headset. When he found out it was made by the people who made Skyrim, he was hyped. That's the only reason I feel like they could do more traditional marketing, because this isn't no ordinary developer. This is probably one of the most prominent developers that's ever been around. They have probably the most Game of the Year contenders, if not Game of the Years. You can market this traditionally. I understand why they don't, but I do understand, you know, people like Kid Smooth that wants to see more traditional marketing from Microsoft. It's just I don't think that they understand, you know, how much that marketing has died out throughout the years.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's a change in it to go out. The thing that I will say, though, that I still want them to not stop doing is like when Halo Infinite came out, we had that Halo Infinite console. Remember how quickly we was like, boom. So Starfield to me was like, yo, that was one. Don't get me wrong, the headset you got, Addict, fire. The controller, fire. Like, it just needed that, you know, trifecta, especially Little Man. Little Man would have been fire with the S. You know what I'm saying? So,
I would have been very disappointed.
You want it back to back?
Like, they got space. They got space.
I would have been very disappointed if there was only a Series S, especially
I got you.
Starfield.
But whatever console, I don't care what it is. If it was X, S, whoever, I just wanted to see.
Do you think if they hit you with the we can only do one? I feel like that's not acceptable. Don't do it at all if you're just going to do one. Because there's got all these people that have an S, all these people that have an X, these people that want each. And if they're like, we can only give an S, I'm going to be pissed.
But they kind of did
but
it.
But you got the people that only have an X, got the majority of the people that have an S are going to be mad.
But they kind of did it with Infinite. Remember, I don't remember seeing a Series
They did it with
S
Forza, too.
Series S. They have no, Little Man had to stay away.
I feel you. I think that's just one of those things where you have to just now. Yeah, I think that's one of those things that maybe you just have to make people mad. Like it's like it is what it is. You know, you have the S upgrade of the X if you want this. Like
wow.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Make them mad.
And last thing is, it looks like Ariel, like I said, Stalker. Shout out to Boxer Brother. He said Hellblade 2 will be in the theater, so hopefully maybe they show some comment or something new with that. Would be dope. Towerborn, new Microsoft Flight Simulator stuff, Elder Scrolls Online, and then Armor Core, like we said, Party Animals. Remember the fun little little joint, that Cyberpunk.
It's gonna end bad. As soon as he said they're gonna have Hellblade 2 there, it's gonna end bad. If they show the same clip.
Hellblade 2 is going to be there?
Yeah. It's going to end bad.
Oh, my God.
Now, question. Like, we got QuakeCon coming up this week.
Yeah, with something was announced.
Something. Well, shout out to VGC. There's a leak.
There's a leak.
Shout out to Video Games Chronicle. There's a leak about what may be announced at QuakeCon. So maybe we get some more details on that. Whatever gets announced at QuakeCon. According to our friends over at Video Games Chronicle, there is a Quake 2 remaster.
There's like 8 people covering that story now.
But it had been rated in Korea earlier in the year. So the assumption is that at QuakeCon they will be talking about the next, iteration of Quake. And maybe we've heard rumblings of maybe bringing it back in full force. So maybe there's a little bit of talk about that.
I love Quake.
Yeah, that's
Quake
what
is
the streets were talking about that. Yeah. I see it's gonna go with that. I don't know, but we're gonna say Payday 3, and then last thing is I do want to see Persona 5 Tactica because I think it's turn-based Persona. Just I want to see that little take on it. But no, look, I like it. They gotta have a big presence there. PC Game Pass, the whole bit. It's good to see them in Europe where traditionally they are weak. So that's all I got. Anything else before we move on? Super chats, so
yeah, let's get these super chats. We got a couple. Let me see.
Stitch is stupid. He said they can't do traditional marketing because they put all their money on influencers. Ask Cognito. I'm well funded. I'm well funded. We're all well funded right here. You know what I'm saying?
We got years of lurking with $2 super chat.
I like that.
To you for finally getting into the chat, but they appreciate you for lurking. They probably don't have the console stock. Hashtag Starfield. Yeah, could be. Then we got Slow Mo Backslap member for 37 months, Lord Bronze. I opened a random barn in an abandoned village in BG3 and ran into Bungie and the Destiny community in a compromising situation.
That's funny. That's actually funny. Too bad I didn't run into the Destiny of the Division community convention. It don't exist.
Well, I was about to say it might be like 5 people.
It's slow-mo.
It's slow-mo with his different personas.
Don't come for me slow. I'm gonna leave me alone. Don't try to kick me when I'm down.
And we have Corey Tidwell, $5 super chat. Starfield will have over 1 million concurrent users on Steam in the first week. Nobody should be worried about marketing. This is fanboy nonsense.
What it is let's be real. King know how it is too. It's like, I do see them over there. Man, they got this and they got that. Yeah, like you feel like dudes is feeling away.
Find something.
Yeah. Why can't we have it? It's just the game is different, yo. That's all.
They having fun.
Yeah.
Hell with they fun. They drinking Kool-Aid. I hate Kool-Aid.
That is it. We're caught up.
Oh, all right,
yeah,
cool.
let's go.
Addict, this you, man.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I apologize. One just jumped in. On the bright side, $10 super chat. If Starfield is Game of the Year quality, word of mouth advertising from millions of Game Pass subscribers might be the best marketing. And the fall sports seasons begin next week, starting with the Premier League.
Okay, all right. No, I'm with you on the bright side. I agree. I think I think they figured it out. These marketing teams figured it out. Let these guys do the talking and the Metacritic and the score, and it's going to take off. All right, so we got Addict. You up next with the Starfield helmet on his head. Looking like a headband. Why he got it like a headband?
Teddy bear.
It's funny the way he got it. So yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. You've been playing it, right? What's going on? And it's a little controversy going on, little man. But let's talk about the game, though. What's up with this game?
I love it. It's been one of the funnest times I've had in a game.
Oh wow,
a long time. Me and Death Singer and Red Hood has been playing it like almost nightly at this point. And what's funny is like it's a good time, man. It's a really fun time. It's the definition of an RPG. We were sitting there and light spoiler, but there's a part where you have to get like you have to get a prisoner out of a camp. They capture her. It's a goblin. So you get her. She's following behind you because you pick the lock and take her out. You're not talking to nobody in the town, by the way. You're just taking this prisoner out of the cage and just strolling through this town. And every time you come across a guard stops you. Why is this prisoner out of the cage? You have to roll nothing but you have to pass every check.
Skill checks. Okay.
So it's like roll a dice. You have to get above a 15 on a 20 die, which is a very complicated role. You have to do that 4 times to get the prisoner out of the town. Because every time you go out there and they're like, why is she out of the cage? She gonna help us. Okay, got to roll the dice. If you get the dice right, he says, okay, I believe you.
I got to back.
We'll go up just a little bit more. Gotta do it again.
I know nothing about Baldur's Gate. Like I've never played it. Don't know what's going on. Is it like is it pure? Is it like skill check where you got to build certain skills up, and then if you don't have that skills up, that increases the probability.
So
decreases your probability of success based on the skills that you have and the way you spec. Like, is it like Disco Elysium? Like Disco Elysium, I play it, and then you got to put certain things in certain categories, speech, you this, you that.
So
is it that?
it's kind of like that. So let's say I have a cleric. That's one of the standard characters is a cleric, and you're talking to the cleric, and the cleric's like, only dialogue that would be from a cleric would be in the conversation. So if you don't have a cleric, you wouldn't see it.
Gotcha.
So if you click that, that is a unique dialogue that only for the cleric. So let's say my charisma is at a certain point where, I roll a 20-side dice, and it takes a 10 to pass the check. But because I have those abilities that that going into this, I get like a +3 on my.
You get the bonuses on top of it because you're spec. Okay. I think I did.
Yeah. So and the fighting's turn based, and I know a lot of people don't like turn based, but
I speak my language.
The turn based is amazing. It's amazing.
To solve chagrin.
I would say I'm feeling
just one game. That's just one game I don't like.
I would say the turn base is pretty killer, man. Like we were sitting there and we were fighting this boss that was like level 5, and this is an RPG, a true RPG. Yeah. You don't fight level 5s at a level 3. So we're fighting this boss, and me and Red Hood, we're like, dude, we're getting killed every time. There ain't nothing we could do. Red Hood, genius idea. Because you can do like movement abilities, where everyone's got movement abilities, where you could run, dash, and shove. You could shove people. And so pretty much we're fighting. In the middle is a giant hole. And Red Hood's
there
like,
you go.
Red Hood's like, yo, try to shove her into the hole. I'm like, okay. So I jump over there because I'm a barbarian, so I have more strength. So the shove ability is way more high percentage.
Yeah.
It's like an 87% of me shoving this witch into this hole.
Yes.
And I walked in there. We expected this is a video game. They're gonna say you can't do that. It's a boss. That doesn't make sense. You need to fight this boss. Nah, Baldur's Gate 3 is like, yeah, you can shove that chick straight down that hole.
So again,
and she just fallen dead.
And other classes wouldn't be able to even do all of that based on who you had, that kind of thing.
Everyone could do that, but because I was able to jump to the certain point, because first we did is we hid, got to a vantage point where we saw we could jump behind her, and because I had such high strength, I was able to push her. Now, if another character would have done that, they probably wouldn't have got the skill checks that was required to push her. And what's funny is if you fight her, she turns herself into 5 or 6 different things. It's a very complicated fight. Red Hood's like, push that shit. So I did.
and you avoided all that. That's dope. I like that.
Avoided all of that.
That's dope. Yeah,
that's the beauty of Baldur's Gate, though. That is that right there, that moment right there is the type of moment that makes people be like, oh, I can do that in this game. You can do anything, really. It's kind of...
Does this feel like it's turn-based, but it's like disco? Like
I still don't turn-based, entirely
complete turn-based. Okay,
yeah,
got it.
You can have up to 4 people.
4 people in the party. Skill checks. Okay.
The
funny thing
make a sandwich.
Is that there was another scenario where you have a diplomatic kind of thing. It's like, okay, we don't want them here. They don't want us here. So you're trying to like settle this. You're trying to be the middle guy. Well, I was talking to Red Hood. I don't know why you let me do this. Okay, Red Hood. I don't know why you let me do this. But I was like, yo, I'm going to kill the leader. So I thought we were going to settle this by just killing the leader of one of the groups. Yo, tell me how we leave. Everyone's gone. So we thought, okay, they ran because we killed their leader. We go to the other group. We killed their leader, and her people started killing the other group. So we going up there, and there's blood everywhere. She's killed. Her group has killed kids. Has killed women. It didn't matter. And we get to the end, there's like a whole army, and Red Hood's like, yeah, we reloading. We ain't fighting all these people.
So you get a little Wasteland 3 energy too. With like you get a little bit
better than Wasteland.
Oh wait,
it's better than Wasteland. So far, off of what I played, it's better than Wasteland.
Talking crazy.
Yeah, and I know ACG would probably choke me for that.
Talking. All right. That's huge. That's huge from you because I know how much you like Wasteland, how much I like it. That's big. And then like boss encounters. Gonna ask real quick, any boss encounters, stuff like that? Yeah,
it's like I said, boss encounters are just like how you would expect. They give you precautions to fight. The beauty about this game and about a lot of their games is you have entire options of fighting them how you want to fight them. Sometimes they'll have, checks where you can avoid the fight in general. Like I said earlier, where I said you were trying to escape with the guard. If I would have failed any of those checks to get that person out of that camp, the entire town would have been all them versus me. But that's with bosses. If you do bosses correctly and you pass checks, sometimes you don't even have to fight them. But if you don't, you'll end up fighting things that's like 3 or 4 levels higher than you. You got to push them off the cliff.
No, that's dope. That's dope. So, I said, Saul, I'm assuming you played this before. You played the older ones?
I played the older ones. I haven't played this one because I'm getting the FOMO, man.
You trying to stay away because you know what it do.
I know what it does, and I know my time commitment. So I'm like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
It does run on Steam Deck.
Yeah, so you know that it runs on a ROG, right? So
he threw the ROG in there very quick.
So it's just like, yeah, man. I don't know if I'm going to jump in, but I'm super excited that again the older games obviously weren't Larian, and Larian jumping in, showing what they could do with the Divinity games. Yeah, I believe so. Yes. So yeah, man. Like it's out there. I was talking about earlier, like. It's going to be in the Game of the Year conversation. I don't think because of the type of game it is, it's going to have that widespread appeal that'll make it
kind of thing.
Yeah, that'll make it like Achilles winner, right? Okay. It'll be nominated. I don't know who's going to win at
It'll probably dominate like the category, most likely,
right?
Whatever strategy or whatever.
It's winning. It's winning rewards. It's definitely winning rewards.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. The FOMO may get me, and I may just jump in to really see what it's about. But yeah, they did it, man. They did it, and a lot of the conversation that was happening earlier when they were like, "Oh, just because Baldur's Gate is doing this, don't expect our games to be that deep or whatever the case may be." That is what a Baldur's game is, right? When you think about the world of D&D, the thousands of different permutations of situations, Baldur's Gate managed to figure that out in a game form and give you that level of sort of choice and consequence in a game in a way that kind of no RPG has done, had done to that point and has done to this point.
Lorarian Studios, in terms of RPGs, they might be the golden goose of the bunch. Because I don't know. I don't know if they made anything before Divinity, but I ain't played a bad game by then. Like not even remotely a bad game. All not like to me 9+ games, all of them. And this game, it's like I said, someone just put in there 800 concurrent players on Steam at the moment, and this is a turn-based game, my people.
Last question. Does it have BioWare energy with relationships? Because I know clearly you could do something with a bear, but can you do regular? Oh, okay.
Yes. There's romance in this. Nice. I was talking. I was waiting. I was like, "What are you doing, Red Hood? Like, why is it?" Because when stuff like that's going on and you're playing a co-op, it forces you to stay asleep while they doing their thing.
Oh, so it's co-op in here.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Why? What are you doing?" And he's like, "Man, I ain't gonna lie, homegirl, she woke me up, man." like, and I'm like, "Oh," I was like, he's like, "Did you take up on her offer?" I mean, of course I did.
And all right. No ducks are king, man. Where you at with this Baldur's Gate 3, man? Where you at? You interested? Or what you doing?
Well, I mean, I was interested when Stadia had it, right? And I was gonna pick up a Stadia for that. I was gonna get the controller, just to play the game. And thank God they are gone now. And hey, bye y'all.
Thank God they're gone.
Right? Yeah. I'm the dude that told y'all they wasn't gonna make it. And y'all was like, nah, they're gonna make it.
I was listening to Cloud Shoes.
Yeah.
Phil Luminous. Phil Luminous Harrison.
Yeah. I'm the same guy that said it ain't gonna be a PlayStation 6 too. Keep remembering that.
All right. I'm push back on that one. We fight on that
one. Keep pushing. Like Addict said, he's a plus 85 on that. So push him.
There will be a PlayStation 6, sir.
Someone in the chat said that Divinity was rated a 60s game. I'm looking right now on the The PC rated, it's a 93 with 72 Metacritic. I'm looking at the PS4, it's a 92 with 46 Metacritic. I don't know what website you're looking at, but I don't think that's the case.
Looking at Trust Me Bro website.
Oh, Cole, don't do him like that. Don't do him like that.
Trust me, bro.
Don't do the homie
Back
like
to
that.
you,
That's
Jim.
supremacy. Salute. Anyway, continue, King.
Okay, so so I'm talking with Big Fat Eli in the background, and he's trying his best. Like, yo, I'm getting he's knee deep in it.
Yeah,
He's looking on Kanan.
He's like, yo, so King, you gonna get it? And he's like, yo, I'll send it to you. I was like, no. I said, don't do that. I said, Starfield comes out. I said, then, I'm still playing these games. And I said, I'm still playing Diablo, and I'm still pissed off with what Diablo did. But regardless to what, I'm still in the mix with these games. And I still have a backlog. And there's still stuff coming out for Game Pass. I said, so I don't see a moment where I would throw away hours and hours and tons of hours of my life that I don't have to dedicate to said game when I'm going to dedicate that time to Starfield. Now, I do say this. I'm intrigued. But I've evolved to the point that I don't need to buy a game at $70 just to say I have it, just to be part of the group.
The zeitgeist.
I got it. I ain't miss out. But you're not playing it.
You're not playing it.
Yeah, when you do get a chance to play it, that game is $35. And you could have waited. So if you see a slate. And I'm talking to the adults here. I know kids have poor impulse control. I'm talking to the adults here that should have a better grasp on their financial situation and your marbles, right? So take your marbles and say, can I play this now? No, it came out Tuesday. Who cares? I'll see it when I'm able to play it. I did that with Immortal Phoenix Rising. And
How does that have anything to do with the game?
Huh? What'd you say?
So how does that have anything to do with the game?
This is the part I'm talking about here. This guy here. This guy here. This guy here. Do you see the guy? This is the guy.
This is the guy. This is the guy.
This the guy. This you the guy.
You the guy. You the
I'm
guy.
the guy that you know what? You know what, King? You got it. You got it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank
Continue,
you so much.
sir. Continue.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, I want to play the game, but I'm gonna play the game when I have time to play the game.
I feel that. That's fat.
And Addict saying that, he's having so much fun with it, it does produce FOMO in me, but at the same time, realistically, I just don't have the time for it.
That's real.
So I'm going to get around to it at some point.
Just
Maybe
concerned
give
that
some of that Fortnite time.
Yeah.
Playing.
Oh, you got to give
Well,
up that
you know
Fortnite?
what?
That's what it is?
The sad part is I stay reaching out to Addict, and then he goes, he does this weekly. Yo, where do you get that emote from? Oh, that skin is there? I'm like, yeah, it was there. I was calling you to come to the game and play. Oh, why did you tell me? I'm like, I'm here. I told you.
He's capping. This conversation never happens.
Okay.
Every week I ask, yo, is the Naruto skins in there? You say no. I'm like, okay, I'm good.
That's what it is.
Like, you go sit here and act like, look, I might like, oh, that's a cool emote, but I never ask you. I never ask you where you get it.
What I was going to ask King, though, is...
I'm just going to look at him.
But King, one could say that this waiting, maybe Game Pass has conditioned you not to buy games. Is this the problem? Is there a problem going on with you, King? Like, you don't want to buy games anymore because you should be
pocket watching me. Game Pass gives me the luxury to say I can wait. Like,
some people feel this is a concern that the
their
Xbox
problem.
gamer does not buy games.
So then y'all buy it and send it to me. Like, and I'm gonna tell you when I get a chance to play it. When it's $5 inside the store, and I'll be like, "Yo, I finally got a chance to play the game you spent $75 for," and I told you not to do it. It's I don't have the time. And you want to sit there and say, "Oh, yeah, you're playing Fortnite." So what? That's my fun. That's like my life. That's my thing. Like, I don't sit there and say, "Oh, you're playing that game. You're missing out on Fortnite." I don't care.
I feel that. I got the best because that's what they said. Like those Game Pass guys, man. You gotta watch them. The death of the industry. You don't buy. You're not creating the engagement.
Wait a second. Time out. The death of the industry.
Yes. You don't hear the streets talking.
I don't listen to them. Terminus Maximus Aurelius Spencer has made this for me.
Oh, so you're speaking from a consumer perspective.
I'm speaking from, this is dope. Like,
so King, you're saying you could care less if Microsoft runs their business into the ground. That's what you're trying to say, right?
You need to tell me you think Microsoft
here we go.
into the ground?
Oh, I'm just saying, if you're speaking as a consumer, I'm not throwing it.
Check it out, consumers.
I don't. That's their problem, right?
Right. It is. It's their problem. I don't care. So
there you go.
Wait a second. Time out. Did I get a bag from them?
There you go.
All right. I should not care.
So this is about the lack of a bag. Is that what
this is? Do you get the bag?
I'm not on payroll and I'm not an employee. But I will say this.
Well funded though.
Yeah, we well funded. Let's say they got 35 million people that pay $15 a month, right? These people is financing Microsoft. These are the same people that might only buy one game a year. But you rope these idiots into paying $15 a month in perpetuity because they're afraid to get out of Game Pass because they don't know what's going to come up in there next. So you mean to tell me they're going to run their game, they stuff in the business into the ground, their business into the ground? No. What they actually did was, how can we keep a fool in suspense? They got you. Like you pay your money and you're like, man, if I get out of Game Pass this month and they release Baldur's Gate and they do it, that's when you say, and they always do it every time you buy a game. You go out and you go get a game and then it show up in Game Pass. You be like, this damn.
You be mad as
and you say, you know what? This is it. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to play what I got and I'm going to buy what I need. That's it. And if you don't need it, don't buy it. And that's me. I don't need it. I don't buy it.
No, it's bad. You're just speaking so practically from a consumer perspective. I thought you would be worried about the industry because that's.
I don't care about the industry. Listen. I saw my TurboGrafx die. I saw my Neo Geo go the way of the dinosaur. Sega's gone. Like, you think I care? I'm actively hunting you guys. Like, Stadia's gone. We got one in the bag. I'm looking at you, Sony.
Fair
enough.
Next, baby. Fair enough. So let's get to the smoke. So clearly there's been some issues here with this game as far as the release date and Larian coming out. And obviously, it's developed on PC first, Addicts play it now. And then PlayStation comes out actually, I think around Starfield, September, same date, like September 6th or whatever it is. So we got that. And then the Xbox version's not coming anytime soon. According to Larry, looks like they're gonna need more development time. Looks like there's an issue with split screen. The developer came out and stated that caused a lot of controversy. Series S, another developer, I think from what's Remedy came out and said, they may have had an issue with difficulty with the Series S. So Little Man is coming up, and King, and they're talking about like, maybe it's holding a generation back, and that this is a big problem, and that Microsoft needs to do something about it, or it was a mistake. I'm just telling you what the streets are. I'm just reporting what the streets are saying.
First, Xbox has a thing called Cloud, bro, and it actually really works. You can stream that game. You can stream it.
Well, you can't stream it until it come out because they're not, according to the devs.
Right.
Microsoft wants parity, feature parity. Larian Studios that makes Baldur games.
Okay.
So the issue they said they're having, it's a potential issue with split screen because they have drop in, drop out co-op, like Attic was saying, and then there's a split screen mode, right? And I guess because of the memory of the Series S, they're saying that they're having a little bit more difficulty getting that out. So as of right now, they need more time before they can put it out at the same time. Because people thought...
These are the same dudes that had this game for the last 20 years making it. These are the same dudes that was on Stadia that couldn't get it together. These are the same individuals that can just launch on PC and can't launch on everybody at the same time. These are the same dudes that we asking to get it together. Listen, man, I don't want your excuses. We got little black man out there, and little black man can handle everything.
Back to back.
All right, so don't come for us, man. Little white man is a little short in certain aspects, but little black man is out here moving in these streets.
It's still the same CPU. It's still the same. Like little black man still got the same issues. Little white man just a big hard drive.
Junk in the trunk.
Exactly.
That's all he got.
Yeah. So the question remains again. PC. They came out with they focus on PC now. Then they're doing PlayStation, but the Series X.
You know what I would do?
What?
Buy them and make them shut up.
Addict said that it didn't go well.
Listen.
Yeah,
Addict, I'm with
say
you.
That.
I'm with you, Addict. I'm with you. Buy
He
them.
didn't mean that.
Wait.
That.
Sony did that. Sony did that with House Marquee. Remember that? They were sitting there saying, they said it's not our game.
King is mistaken. Don't come after him on Twitter.
They said it's not our game, it's your hardware. They got purchased the following week and got a cease and desist. And we heard nothing since. It was literally crashing, folding, burning, shorting out PlayStations. And they was like, nah, it ain't our game. This hardware weak. And they was like, oh, who said that? They did? Buy them now and shut them up. So listen. You said little man did
King
what?
doesn't mean that. Don't hit him on Twitter.
They said, they just having a little.
Little man can't handle what?
Just
buy
split
them
screen.
And shut them up.
Oh, so you want them acquired? Okay,
that's it. Just buy them now. Now you on the quiet list. Okay. You want to keep talking in the street.
You're quiet list.
So you got to silence them. You got to silence them.
That's how we do it in business.
Fair enough. This is King's answer to everything. Buy them and silence them.
This is what you do on Twitter, right? Somebody ain't talking what you want to hear, you block them, right? Well, in business world, we buy them and shut them up.
I can't with you. Addict, this is your game, man. So the streets are talking. Series S is, we have to wait for the Xbox version of this game a little longer. More development time is needed. How are we feeling? People are going hard on the Series S.
Look, I think if you want to make a statement that the Series S could potentially hold the Series X back, I would say that's more of an argument. But if you want to say the Series S is holding the industry back, no, it's called the lowest denominators of the PC market holding the industry back. If it's just Series S and Series X, you can make a huge argument saying that, the boundaries of the Series S makes it to where they can't make better games for the Series X. And that's fair. But at the end of the day, there's no Series S or Series X exclusive. Everything's on PC, so that's not an argument either. It's like, look, it comes down to this. I don't think that this is a matter of could they get this game working or not. I think it's just what's going on right now. Maybe 6 months ago, and this is all speculation. I'm not going out and saying this is like facts or anything. But it's like, you look at it, let's say 6 months ago, they were talking about, do we need to delay the game? And they're looking at the Series S. Okay, this is going to take a couple more weeks, a couple more months of development time to make sure the S comes out and runs good, because the game runs good. They're not studios that just release games buggy and stuff. They actually have quality products that actually work the way they're supposed to for the most part. They're like, you know what, we don't want to delay the game, and they're like, well, September. Well, what's coming out on the PlayStation? Really nothing. At that time, what's coming out on Xbox? Oh, Starfield. So we can actually, it makes more business sense for us to put more energy into the PS5 version, into the PC version, because that Xbox Series S and X, both of them together, they're not going to be done on time.
On to something.
And at least if we release this the series versions later, we won't get cannibalized by Starfield in September.
You think
so? I think that's what happened.
I mean, gotta let Attic answer. That's his question.
I think that's just the realms of. Look, I'm not saying that is the sole reason, but I will say that I think in the logistic things of marketing and the logistic things of their financial backing, it makes more sense to delay the Series S and X and not delay the whole game.
Right. All right.
Because
conspiracy hat Attic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you a conspiracy hat.
Attic cooking.
Conspiracy hat Attic. Is the game done? And they just holding it back because it won't sell right going up against.
That could
be. Are you implying? Are you implying that because of Xbox's exact release date of Starfield, it behooves them to all of a sudden? Are you implying it's more than just a technical?
I'm just asking conspiracy Addict because, and then they point to little man in the corner like he's the problem.
I mean,
why would you let them do that? Why would you let little man take that L for no reason?
And ruin your relationship with the business partner by exposing him?
They look like the savior later when we got it to work on.
This is King doing too much. I can't with him. He too much.
I would say that King's scenario is possible. It's just not likely.
Exactly.
I think this is a matter of time and effect. Let's say they could even get it running in September. Why? They're going to compete with Starfield,
and
one
get
of the most
blown off the water. It's first of all, it's not even about what game is better. It's literally one you pay and one is in game pay. and it is, but like they'll get their boots smoked. Like no disrespect.
Yeah, and it's like again, this is the first time there's a Baldur's Gate coming out, like that was built from the ground up to be on consoles as well as PC, right? So it's not, although it's not day and date, they built them kind of simultaneously. This is not, it's still new to a lot of console players and the people that would really be interested in it. Although I was seeing in a super chat that somebody said like it's the most pre-ordered game on PlayStation.
Oh, now
so
because
numbers.
Ain't got no RPG.
Right. So it's like we're gonna support this like it's one of our own.
And they're gonna be out here capping. We got an exclusive game.
Well, you imply they don't even play those type of games.
You know what's gonna be funny? The
just buying it just to get it.
The PlayStation fanboys, when we're playing Starfield, they're gonna be posting videos of Baldur's Gate 3. It's like, dude, you're playing old news. We played this last month.
I think it's smart. I think it's smart for
it's smart.
I'm saying from a business standpoint, that's smart. But I'm gonna roast you if you do that.
Why you gonna? That's a game they came out that they want to play. That you gonna roast it.
We find out that they pre-order, but they don't follow through. They got a good talk game, but they don't.
They're gonna post.
So every
PlayStation
player goes to cat smoke for him.
They're gonna post the title screen. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna post their character they took 30 minutes to make, and they didn't put even more time than they put into the character development, into the actual game itself. They're gonna get past like halfway through the tutorial. Oh, this is turn-based? I didn't know that.
And worse than that, Addict, they're gonna pre-order right now, take a screenshot of the pre-order, and then 2 days before the game come out, cancel said pre-order. They get their money back.
Like I hope the game sells well. I do, because it's like I do think turn-based is starting to make a real big comeback. I see more and more turn-based games, but turn-based on a AAA scale of this magnitude is very rare. And I wanted to be screaming to the other publishers, there's a fan base for this. You just can't make lackluster versions of these games and want them to sell. Now, if they're immersive like they are on Baldur's Gate 3, because Divinity sold well too. It's like people will come out and they will support, but you gotta actually make the game.
Well, being that Microsoft
it's like I said,
the RPG kingpins right now, they should get them.
It's like I said, the biggest problem in the industry, in my personal opinion, is trend setting. People always go for the Fortnite bags, the GTA 5 bags.
Of course, yeah.
I can't think of another one at the top
Apex.
of my head. I would say Apex is more the Fortnite thing. The Breath of the Wild bags. They want the excitement and the success of these brands, these games, but very few of them adapt and make it their own, and even less of them, they want that money that these massive brands are generating, but they have a fraction of the game that they want.
A lot of it's trend chasing too. No, I get what you're saying. So Soft Man, a little man is in the crosshairs once again, holding back the Jen. It's damn S, man. Was a mistake. That's what that streets is saying.
Back to back.
Listen, the realities of having less RAM, that's not fake, right? That's real.
That's real.
The thing about it is, if what's claimed is that it's local co-op, and I'm just like, dude, like I'm sorry, Halo Infinite. Hello, it's the local co-op.
Yeah, that's right. They had that for that.
I'm not saying it shouldn't be there, right?
Halo 5 didn't have it either.
Didn't have it either, right?
Apparently, the co-op thing is hard to do. Like, there's been a bunch of devs that's dropped it entirely.
It's funny Alex said that, because I can't think of any next gen game that's doing split screen anymore. That's like an old feature from back. Yeah, that's like for back in the day. Like,
and what's funny is, as much as I like the option there, and I want them to give us options, me and Smooth got into like a little debate where he's like, just remove split screen. No one plays games at home. It's like, but who are you to tell them to not give us more options?
Right. And then Microsoft is making it a mandate. Larry is right about this. Microsoft is making it a mandate. You cannot drop something on the X and then the S don't have that feature at all.
That's right.
So they're not trying to hear that. Is get the dojo, but continue.
But that's again, that's a self-imposed rake.
Oh, you blaming Microsoft?
I'm just saying, like, when you really think about it, how many people are going to use this, and to the point where you're not having the game, when it's out. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Microsoft's so close with the PC market. I could have seen an Xbox XS version out day and date with the PC, leaving the PlayStation behind. To come out a month later, right? I could have seen that. So you could have had marketing, you could have everything sort of in line day and date with the PC version and been right there for that zeitgeist moment, if that is what's holding it back for real. And to me, because again, this is Microsoft, very PC centric. This would have been a big deal for them to be there day and date with it. Okay. So that's my thing. If it's just that. That's what, man. That's
so
what
let me ask you a question.
Wait, hold. Okay, I got a question.
Let me just ask you guys a quick question. This game comes out beginning of next year for Xbox, but it comes in Game Pass. Do you think that makes up for the delay in the game?
For me,
I mean, anything coming to Game Pass to make up.
Right, because for King, it hasn't come out till it's in Game Pass anyway.
King don't exist until it's in exactly.
But again, he's going to be zeitgeisting it up by himself.
He's going to be partying all by himself.
But I will say this. It will get a second wind. It will get that second wind in Game Pass, right? Where it's like, oh my God, all these people that didn't play it are going to play it now in Game Pass. So that will be there. And maybe for a game like Baldur's Gate, where you don't expect the engagement on a console side to be there from day one, just because of the type of game it is. Maybe that works. I'm just saying that they had a big opportunity to be there day and date with this huge release that's very PC centric at a moment where they're really trying to grow their PC base as well, right? With Game Pass. So to me, it's just like, if that is the thing that's holding it back and nothing else, I think it's an unforced error that you could have just, because to King's point, the game could be ready. The game could be ready apart from that.
I mean, there is a strong contingent of Series S owners that just not going to have a feature. That's going to be set a new precedent. That you just get the scraps and you deal with it.
I'm going to be real, though.
They'll be mad for a minute. They'll be mad for a minute and then they'll get over it. And
I'm going to be real. I'm going to agree with Saul. Ditch that feature.
Wow.
I'm about people getting the option, but if it's the option that's preventing them from coming out on the entire platform, then Xbox needs to make that decision. Do we want to lose out on games? And it looked periodically like
they said they just need more time.
I get that. I'm saying like a day and date kind of thing.
You're going to give
and say you're going to add it later. Okay, that's another alternative. My thing is this, right? I think it's a feature that's really grandfathered. And when you think about it, okay, let's say this is a PC first game, PC centric game, right?
Which clearly it is.
Who is landing it up? Who's bringing their monitor and PC to their boy's house to land it up?
I feel you on the usage rate. I'm not going to never fight you on that. I'm just saying the precedent y'all setting is dangerous.
I just feel like
screw those guys.
It's just dangerous for a hot minute, then it's over and nobody cares.
Wow.
Okay, so let's say that they don't cancel the feature. They're like, look, we're going to release the split screen on the Xbox Series X, but not on the S. And then we're going to, in the background, slowly be building that feature into the Series S. You won't get it at launch, but you get it later on the.
So we've relaunched unfinished games.
Well, here's the thing: like, do we not want the game?
I'm just saying. I mean, we just complained that Redfall had 60 at launch, but everybody was up in arms.
It's different.
You should have waited. You should have waited. Now it's off. If it don't got an arm, put it out. If the baby don't got a leg, put it out.
And there's been a recent uprising too, where people are like, "Hey, y'all kind of quiet over there at Arcane. What happened to these features that were coming?"
Yeah, did you guys see what Kid Smooth did? They said something, and he quote tweeted. He's like, "Better question: where's that 60 frame?"
Yeah, I'm saying I remember it was torches and tiki torches, picket lines because of 60 frames, and now we okay.
I feel like when it comes to like a split screen feature over like a 60 frame feature, it's like split screens down here and 60 frames up.
So Series S, little man is little.
It's just box checking.
Little man is second. He's a second class citizen now.
No, he isn't.
He's always been a second class citizen to me.
That's what y'all doing.
I mean, he's always been one to me. I don't own one, so I don't care.
Oh, you don't care. Got it.
In the house,
well, no, I'm talking about a Series X consumer that is not getting a game because of another console that is part of it not holding my console from
I'm talking about a Series S user that I bought this. Microsoft said this is the way I could get into the ecosystem. I didn't want to pay $500. I got a PlayStation. I got a Switch. They told me that they promised me that he gonna do everything that the big man doing. And now y'all telling me I get burgers, no fries. I get no shake.
So how many people coming over your house hanging out?
But how many? But there's more of us. There are of you, right. and we helped you. We helped you win Japan, King. We helped you win Japan for a couple of months.
I got no problem pissing all of you off to get what I want.
That's nice, but we represent more than y'all.
Guys, release the game to Little Man. Let Little Man get
got like 10 people on Little Man playing.
There's more Little Man. We got to see the splits. I think it might be more Little Mans.
When you go to click local,
there's definitely more. But I don't care what they want.
Let it be grayed out for Little Man.
Wow.
And then when Little Man is able to hit the button, they be like, Little Man.
Hey, King, are you saying? Are you
a bunch of elitists.
King, are you saying do what they did with Redfall? Just remove the 60 frame little tag.
Yeah, just block it off.
Wow, you were the champion a little bit. This is what you do. This is what you do.
Little Man out here working, but I don't.
Oh, we lost him. We lost him for a second.
There you go.
Right
there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what you said? Little man out here working, then you cut off.
I said, Little Man out here doing his thing, and I don't have to do local co-op. I don't do it.
Wow. I don't need it. Let me jump in. Y'all getting on my nerves. Y'all getting on. I can't believe y'all right now. This disrespect a little bit. Listen, man. Look, at the end of the day, I get it on the feature, the usage rate. Y'all, I can't win that argument. They probably put up the stats. And we see who's actually utilizing those features. It's probably super, super small. I give you that. The only thing I'm talking about from the Larian standpoint is that, one, we got to, I would be nice. Not all developers are created equal, right? That's one, right? And also, even if they are created equal, it's resources, right? So clearly this is a PC-centric game that, you know why you know, because you said it best, King. It's not even launching at the same time as the PS5.
That's right.
They put all their resources towards the PC, and then they go on PS5.
They know they're gonna get the most money on the PC,
regardless of however they split it or whatever the internals is. They are clearly not doing a simultaneous launch. Because let's just say Series XS is the problem. Then technically you should be able to launch PlayStation 5 and PC at the same time. So they have made a concerted decision to do PC first. Then they're going to do PS5. Now, with me on the Series X, Series S thing, first of all, I do feel you have to have parity. You have to. Microsoft marketed that system to be the entry point to get people into this ecosystem. Period.
Not telling you no.
You are saying no. You're saying no. You're saying you're not getting that.
When did they promise feature parity on every single
Larian themselves, the developer said it. He said the reason.
Oh, that's a Larian thing.
Right.
That's a Larian
No. Larian asked, they said, why can't it come out without that? And they was like, Microsoft has mandated that we have to have parity.
Man, that game ain't coming out because Starfield in the streets.
I'm just telling you.
I mean, tell the truth, Shane the devil. I'm sick and tired of hearing this right now. They got mad excuses now. They want to blame Little Man. Little Man out here rocking and bopping. Don't play with me,
Not with the memory he ain't. Not with the memory he ain't.
Listen, you got to prove it to me. I don't believe you. I'm going to go with what Little Man is doing right now.
All I will say is
on Little Man.
I think it could happen, and they think it could happen. They're just saying they need more time. Where I'm with you.
Funny how it's more time after Starfield.
All right. Now, where I'm with you is how they chose to divvy up when they going to do it and who they going to give resources to. Right. I'll give you that.
PlayStation so happens
right.
to have a good game.
And PlayStation so happened to have a larger install base that you could happen to make more money. And by the way, the Xbox version, if you happen to drop it on that day, drops the stuff. I'm with you on that part.
And PlayStation so happened to move Spider-Man out of September because they were scared of somebody that was coming outside too. But they said, Baldur's Gate, we can fill you into this slot. We can slide you in here if you come over here. Look, we will allocate resources towards you.
I feel you. All I'm saying, I'm not on the Woe is Series S trade yet. I am with Addict. I do think it's just a resource issue. I think, what?
God.
Yes.
This game come out and they do seamless co-op, couch co-op, seamless with no problem on Little Man.
Yeah.
Are you gonna smell BS?
No, I know they could do it. It's just like, you know why I know they could do it? It's the same way like Cyberpunk came out and it wasn't no 60 frames per second mode on Little Man at first. And then like 4 to 6 months or whatever it was, and then it came.
Then why can't they do that?
Because like you said, it's development time. They have, whatever reason, I'm not in that studio, they have chosen to prioritize a PC release first, then stagger a PlayStation release second. That's on them. I don't know their reasons for that.
Then that's like Sovereign said, a self-imposed rake.
But Solve said Microsoft. That's the only issue I have with Solve.
Microsoft. It's these dudes.
That's what I'm saying. That I'm leaning.
Right.
I'm snitching this way.
just like Little Man didn't have a 60 frames second mode in Cyberpunk.
But that's what I said.
You won't have a couch co-op.
I said it's a Microsoft rate because you said there was the Microsoft. But I remember seeing Larian saying something about we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that to our game.
Correct.
And it just happened to fall in line with whatever Microsoft said they wanted from Series X and S Power. But I remember Larian saying something to that effect, like, "Nah, we don't want to do that to the game." And it's just like, okay. Obviously, they have confidence they can get it done.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. They said they could do it. So my thing is, it still benefits Xbox anyway, because like we all said, it don't make no sense dropping on September 6th with the Xbox version anyway. And you clearly ain't got enough resources to do it in time because you have prioritized your PC bag and your PlayStation bag first. Clearly. So I'm with you. All I would say is this, like, the feature, I just want to be careful with the feature parity because it's like whether it was a mistake or not, Microsoft came in saying we're doing 2 consoles. That's what they said. They said this is the low end and it's the high end. Get in where you fit in. If we start playing this game where you don't get this and that, it gets sticky. It gets messy. And I'm just concerned about that. That's all my thing. But what I will give you this software, I feel where you're going. What I will give you this is where I will give some blame to Microsoft here. You're going to be happy. Y'all need to send y'all engineers over on the biggest game that got the zeitgeist that you could potentially missing out on with a simultaneous. I will give you that. Like, you need to get in there. You need to call up the team and say, yo, how can we help? What's going on? Where are you experiencing the issues are? That kind of thing. Because this is, like, according to Addict, this is the RPG or this is the zeitgeist. This is the thing.
They're going to lock the doors. You're going to be ringing the bell. They're going to be looking through the blades of the window. They're going to be like, yeah, we ain't opening that door because we already know that game work. We just trying to make sure that we get the maximum amount of dollars.
I get you.
Trust them.
I get you. No, that's it. I'm defending Little Man a little bit today.
I'm down with Addict. Buy him.
Damn.
Buy him and shut him up.
Buy him and shut him up. Silence them.
Go solve. Buy him and see, and put the disc in and say, "See, it works."
You have him on video, like tied up and gagged, like, "See, it works."
See, if they buy them and don't tell them, and like you see Phil Spencer showing up. Oh, you're trying to help. No, I'm here to actually,
cancel the
PlayStation
PlayStation 5 version.
What do you mean move things along?
I can't.
And then you see someone come in and they're like, hey, Phil Spencer, what platforms you guys on? And they start going over them. They get to play. Oh, about that.
Oh, stop that version. That's what we doing. We doing stop that version again.
Phil, it comes out next week. I don't know what to tell you.
Messy.
They said we just send the gold copy to go get pressed over in the cap. Stop that cap.
Yo, messy.
Baby.
Messy.
That will be so dope because they will have nothing for September.
Yeah, out of pocket. Anyway, that's all I got. So it was a fun little discussion. I just wanted to see what y'all thought about that.
That went long. I didn't even expect that.
Yeah, I was starting trouble. I wanted to bother Saul. I wanted to get on his nerves. I wanted to see where he was at with it.
No, listen, my little man hasn't. I bought Little Man, right, and I had it for the job, right. And what happened was, I had the beastie set up in my office, and then my boss just burst in. So I'm like, I can't. He didn't say anything because I was on my lunch break, whatever. But it was one of those things. I cannot let this. I can't. It can't.
I know what happened. You betrayed Little Man for the wrong. I know what you did. You betrayed him.
No, I betrayed Little Man for the Steam Deck first.
I know what you doing.
It was. You know what it is though. No, actually no. I betrayed Little Man for the laptop, right? Because the laptop is like, okay, I could just to switch the screen, and I'm typing things. Or whatever.
I'm working, y'all. I'm working.
The little man, you can't do it. And even look at that, but like this man playing video
This man is
games
BSing on the
There's no other way to look at that, right?
This man is clearly not focused on the tasks at hand that we hired him for.
So yeah, I had to get rid of that. So actually, little man might be going to my niece and nephew later this year if my sister permits it.
All right.
I can tell you this: they won't be playing couch co-op.
They won't be playing couch co-op, not at all.
That's crazy. We're gonna see when it's gonna be interesting when that joint do drop though. When it does release, it's gonna be very interesting.
The PlayStation 5 out.
Hilarious.
Right now, it did went up. It is the #1 most pre-ordered thing on PlayStation.
It's crazy.
And let's see how much it sells.
Oh damn!
Right before they go all cancel, the mass cancel. I can't do it. I can't do it.
We just needed to change the narrative. That's all.
We just need to act like we was outside.
Anyway, so we get some chat.
It has more pre-orders than Madden 24.
Wow.
Than Mortal Kombat 1.
Wow, that's crazy.
Spider-Man 2.
That's crazy.
That's kind of bonkers.
That's kind of bonkers.
Yo, listen. So you know it's cap.
Why is cap? Are you implying that PlayStation players don't play those type of games?
You know that's cap for these dudes. You know is okay. All right, guys. They got together in the spaces and was like, guys. What we all gonna do is we all gonna pre-order, and the 3 days before we gonna cancel. All right, so we're gonna show the world the force of the PlayStation team. Yo,
you are ridiculous.
Over Spider-Man, over a first-party game? Nah, I don't believe
the numbers say what the numbers say. I just pulled up the numbers on you.
Xbox, but little man stopped it.
I cannot wait to see the numbers of cancel.
You want to see the final numbers. I know what you're trying to do.
Actually, on PlayStation, I don't think you can cancel like that. PlayStation takes your money and they run to the distance.
Just don't pre-install.
Bessie.
Like, nah, it's on your hard drive, B.
You good, Super chats?
Yes, sir. Super chats. Jay Rembert, $10 super chat. Hey, Cog, I tagged you in a tweet. I wanted to get the name of those sunglasses you were wearing at the beginning of the stream.
Oh, you want the jump off? You want, okay, I'll hit you with the link. They ain't putting that out there. That's exclusive, Joe. I'll hit you up on the Twitter.
Then we got Stitch, $5 super chat. Cog, did you say that this Florida heat pressure cooked your beef? Oh,
yo. It was wild hot out there.
The humidity. Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Hit the like so we can save the Alaskan camel.
Hit the like button, y'all. How many of y'all? Almost 1,000 in. Now 50. Come on, y'all. Hit that like button. Only 384 likes.
So we can save the couch co-op potatoes.
There we go. Hashtag Spider-Man 2 looks like a PS4 game.
I can't wait.
There we got Pixelbit G member for 43 months, Lord Bronze. Can we give a shout out to the narrator in Baldur's Gate? D&D goodness. Yeah, the narrator is very, very good. Then we got Lord Metroid, $2 super chat. Been playing D&D since I was 13. Baldur's Gate 3 is for me.
That's what's up.
Salute.
Corey Tidwell, $5 super chat. Bunch of overhyping. It's a good game, but Remnant 2 is better. Also, this game is complete. There will probably not be any add-ons.
Okay. Little smoke.
Jimmy Yandel, $5 super chat. On the PlayStation Store, it's the #1 pre-order game. Yes, we just saw that. Robert Kellett, $2 super chat. If you don't like dice rolling, you recommend? No. Nope. All about dice rolling,
all about dice rolling, bro.
I definitely don't recommend if you like absolutely against dice rolling, but I think you got to actually experience the game to understand like the dice rolling thing's not like horrible. It's a fun aspect. It's like that anticipation, right? When you click the button and it starts rolling, you're like, oh God.
He said, oh God, please.
Oh God.
There we got WPNX84, $2 super chat with the 1-up hippo emoji. Thank you so much.
I saw that.
Then we got Face23 BKNY, $20 super chat. Baldur's Gate 3 has jumped to the #2 best-selling pre-order on PSN, not #1. Looks like since Starfield is not on the PlayStation, BG3 will get more sales and attention for being a timed exclusive because of the Series S.
King?
Yeah. The funny part about it is you can't say that y'all don't got nothing to play over there. So we gonna pre-order this thing because this is the only thing that come out that month. Good, I'll roll with that. Sirius ain't got nothing to do with what's going on with you guys over there. Let y'all rock, do your thing. We got Starfield, baby. Starfield be playable on the Series S.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. And who's gonna argue Starfield is not an infinitely larger game than Baldur's Gate?
Gotta see how it's gonna go. But I feel you on that. What else we got?
Then we got Homeless Bird, $5 super chat. Now that Addict is distracted by BG3, I feel much more secure in my relationship with my farmer waifu, Dr. Takemi. Love to the realm and the lords.
Salute.
It's the doctor off of Persona 5.
Yeah. She's the one of age.
She's the one that's actually of age. It's not okay.
Everybody else is.
What's funny is I'm at the point where I can actually romance her.
Oh man, he about to get it. All right.
I can romance like 5 chicks on Persona right now.
He's doing
the most. He's doing the most.
Then we got Face 23 BKNY, $2 super chat. BG3 just hit 800,000 concurrent players on Steam. That's a lot.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I wonder how many of those games was hacked.
This guy, you cheating piece of dude. Hating.
There we go. Robert Kellett, $2 super chat. The dev literally got the Sony bag and are gagged. And they can't talk about it.
No, he came out and said no exclusivity. That's not true. Stop it.
Yeah, but it's finagling going on. You finagling. You ain't exclusive, but you finagling. Hey, you said I'm gonna go get this PC bag over here. I'll see y'all in a second.
Not
Hold on, PlayStation. What's up? I'm gonna get the
finagling.
PlayStation bag. Hey, your Xbox, y'all got that stuff? Y'all good? I'm coming right over there, get that bag over there. They finagling. Ain't no paperwork, but finagling is happening.
Messy.
Then we got, let me see, Robert Kellett, $5 super chat. Can't wait for people to hand wave sub 720p games on Switch next year, Switch 2 next year.
Oh, we're going to talk about it. Mm-hmm.
Devs focus on the more successful platforms. Well,
You don't say.
You don't say.
You don't say. You got to love the next topic. Just trust me.
Whatever that platform is, it will be running Call of Duty.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
Then we got Just Bring It, $3 super chat. Where's Halo split screen? Canceled for parody.
There you go.
There you go.
It is true, though, that like nobody don't do split screen. It's got to be high CPU, high memory issue.
Yeah,
it's
Nobody
got
care
to be.
about that. They ain't got to check that box no more.
I think the only people I know doing it still is Borderlands. Like,
So Borderlands, the last one has like low
I
3.
think someone in the chat tell me.
Yeah,
if, the last
if Borderlands, let me know
had it.
what's last game. I think that's just what it is.
Everything could have split screen. I'd never know because
I would never. The only people who do a split screen that I know is still Nintendo. Like Nintendo be outside.
Remember back in the day, Minecraft wouldn't let you do split screen unless you was hooked up to an HDMI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Unless you hooked up to HDMI, word.
Yeah,
That's great. Let me see. Here, okay, Corey Tidwell, $5 super chat. Here's the non-conspiracy. DirectX 12 adoption isn't where it should be, and that is Microsoft's fault. This is their biggest problem facing them.
Well, look, it behooves them to make sure their engineers and their tools get to the AAA devs that are really putting out these popular titles so that they don't miss out.
Then we have Nintendo the Otaku, $5 super chat. Someone explain how GTX 1060 with 8 gigs of RAM PC can do split screen, but somehow the Series S can't.
Of course,
Thank
like I
you,
said,
sir.
no, those are bars. Those are bars, and that's what I've been trying to tell people with this whole Series S holding that. It's what Addict said. Addict literally said it's literally some of the more popular PC SKUs are lower than the Series S, and they're finding a way. So again, it's development time, it's resources, and they have chosen. That's all.
We gotta step away too from these direct comparisons.
Yes.
Because it's not the same.
Correct.
A GTX 1060 is a GPU that only does graphics.
Good point.
The RAM is only for that when you're doing that.
Good point.
When you're talking about a Series S, that's a system on a chip. It all works together in conjunction.
Yeah.
Theoretical power does not translate the same. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. We can make these comparisons, but you have to understand where they come from.
Absolutely.
It's not the same thing.
It's not. It's not the same thing, and then also it's familiarity with the configuration of the Series S as well. Like it's a separate it's a separate thing as well. It's development time, resources.
I'd say storm the building and find out if they
But I will say lowest common denominator is still a factor in game development. Like
for sure,
that's still part of it. But yeah,
and
I
it's
get
a PC, and it's a PC,
and it's still they're closer to these systems are closer to PC now than they ever have been.
Yeah. Then we have the Professor with the $5 super chat. I think it was a mistake to launch the Series S in the first place. Launch a digital/disc Series X. The S keeps creating an unnecessary narrative.
According to Pixelbit G, they're already proven it on Ally, and it's not more than 8 GB total with all the Ally. As far as the configurations, the memory slots. So we'll see. It's on Microsoft to show. But I will say, in fairness to the Series S, we literally have like maybe 1 or 2 examples, and this might be one of it. Whereas the rest of the games either have parity or at least at the minimum feature set parity, whereas as opposed to the 60 frame stuff like that. So
Okay, then we have CDub 813305 $5 super chat. Addict talking about roasting people on PS5 playing BG3. What about Ghostwire, Deathloop, and Fist? They were being played on PS5 over a year ago.
I played those games, so I can't roast them. Am I going to roast myself? I played those games. I actually have a review out for Deathloop.
Mike said you missed. Oh, sorry. Mike said you missed the super chat. Yeah,
I missed the super chat.
From Mike.
Oh yes, Mike. Yes, right. That's right. I jumped it. I see it right here. Mike with the $10 super chat. Isn't it funny? Larian came across technical problems with Xbox at the same time they got a marketing deal with Sony and PS5 version was announced. What a coincidence!
You in the king bag now. You in king territory now.
It's just finagles, baby.
But wait, did they get a marketing deal? Or is it just the fact that it's coming out first?
That's
there.
A good question. Who
is
has
it
the
a
marketing?
deal?
Who has the marketing? I don't know.
Let me Google this.
Yeah, who got the marketing? That is
Switch.
Who got the marketing, y'all? I don't know. Does Sony have the marketing?
I would assume it.
Mike says they got a marketing. It'll be interesting. Oh man. Oh, Face said you missed the super. It was one of his super chats.
I missed one of Face's super chats.
Yeah, he said a $20 one.
Face with a 20. Nah, I read that one.
Oh, okay. I sent another one that you missed.
Oh, yeah, I read it. Baldur's Gate 3 has jumped to the #2 best-selling pre-order on PSN. Looks like since Starfield is not playing, is not on PlayStation, BG3 will get more sales and attention for being a timed exclusive because of the Series S. Yeah, we read that one.
All right, cool.
Let me see. The hand waving. Hold on a second. We have Robert Kellett, $5 super chat. Little man just isn't enough. Microsoft will have to scrap it next year once the PS5 Pro drops. PS5 did it right. $100 difference between disc and digital SKU.
They're not scrapping
man,
that.
be quiet.
They're not scrapping. That's not happening.
They're gonna scrap it next year because the PlayStation 5 is gonna come out. It's gonna be $799, and they doing it right over there, man.
That's how he said it.
When they're app, I want to know how right they did it.
All right, Face still says soft that it's not that one.
Yeah, I missed one before that.
He said another.
He hasn't got to it yet.
Oh, okay.
It's below.
Oh, it's below.
There's another $20 super chat. He hasn't got to it.
Oh,
yet.
okay. So
okay.
So nobody relax, Face. Calm down, bro. He's so into it.
Man, that's $20, man.
Remember,
I get that. We got
remember,
it.
I'm in the fan funding tab. I only see it in color. That's what I see.
No, he got it in color. We got it.
I got it. Let me see. Then we have Corey Tidwell, $5 super chat. The Series S was designed around the idea that SFS would be mainstream. If devs utilized it, little man has more than enough RAM. Again, Microsoft fault.
Little man is not the issue. It's finagling going on. And if you can't see the smoke in the mirrors, you fell for the distraction.
I think a lot of it is introducing a 2 console SKU at the beginning of a generation like that is probably a lot of like newness in terms of like workload for certain devs and stuff, and I think the devs are just frustrated with the extra work.
Yeah,
and I think that's what it mainly is.
I don't think so. I think this. First of all, they was bought and paid for and was going to be on stage. So that game was coming out on Stadia, and they did not care about anything else. Then when they found out Stadia died, they said, all right, time to get these bags. They already got that bag. So they was like, okay, that bag, we got it. We already spent that money. They're not getting that money back.
We already spent that money.
All right. He said, so, he's like, Google's calling. Hang up. It don't matter. He said,
Here come PlayStation.
He said, what we gonna do? We know we PC. We're gonna go PC first. He said, yeah, all right. So what they got in September over there for the PlayStation? They ain't got nothing, B. All right, so what we gonna do? We're gonna go over there. We're gonna get that bag over there. So what about the Xbox? Well, they got Starfield.
We're gonna get that Game Pass bag later.
So how come we can't put them out at the same time? Yo, just blame that little dude.
Stupid.
Yo, you stupid. K&N News strikes again.
Y'all
Back
fell
to
for the
you,
banana.
son.
Back to you, son.
Y'all fell for the banana in the tailpipe.
K&N News is how it goes down. That behind the scenes developer reporting.
Said, just blame Shorty, son.
Why did they snitched on a little bit? Oh man.
No man ain't do nothing. It was like he stole it. What?
Yo, we have Iron Mike with the $2 super chat. Little man needs a memory expansion like the Saturn and the N64.
Oh, they just
needs a RAM card. Yeah, let's go.
I will say, if Little Man run this split screen, I don't want to hear nothing after this. Talking about
I want
homeless.
everybody that's complaining, I want to see your split screens up. I want to see all your friends over at your house and you're sitting there with your little hats on and your little get-ups and you're playing both.
Rolling the dice.
sitting there dressed in bear costumes.
Oh man, savage.
Had a whole furry joke, but I'm gonna
We gonna let that go.
Then we have Lord Metroid, remember for 22 months, Lord Silver. A Nintendo topic? The aliens are here. Tears of the Kingdom is Game of the Year. Over Starfield, taking bets now. King Cog will be pulling up the morcilla on X-Men at Christmas. Love the show. Talk about blood sausage again. Here we go.
Here we go.
Leave him alone.
Now
Some people live to be delusional.
Yo, like his Nintendo
Nobody's
delusion.
talking about Tears of the Kingdom. No, it is no conversation surrounding that title right now. That title has came and went. Baldur's Gate is being talked about.
Are you implying that?
Stop.
I'm telling you, that game, so they said they sold almost 20 million
They can sell all the millions they
in a
want.
week.
Are y'all implying Tears of the Kingdom ain't got a shot, no boy?
No, I ain't say they ain't got a shot. They got all the shot in the world. Till Todd Howard throw situations on the table.
I gotta see Starfield before I start saying if they're gonna yank the victory right
So
out
wait,
of
Attic, who you got Game of the Year right now?
I gotta see Starfield first. Right now,
Yeah, right now,
it
who you
would
got?
be Zelda. It would be Zelda.
Oh, you got Tears.
Hell no. You can't release a game, the successor, and come in at a lower resolution. Sorry.
You bestie.
How is
I
that a
think my
criteria?
Why is that?
my personal game of the year right now would probably be Baldur's Gate, but I think the
Thank you.
one winning would be Zelda.
No, you already picked Boulders. That's it.
Continue.
So we have Face 23 BKNY, $20. We have BG3 is not scared of Starfield. BG3 is coming out the same time on PS5 as Starfield is on Xbox.
You across the street yelling. Nobody cares about what
I agree with King. That don't count because that's on another platform.
It ain't like you in my cell block talking trash in my cell block, B. He'll get mopped out, son.
I agree. It doesn't. It's not the same.
Baldur's Gate mopped out, B. He'll
Not
roll
the
his dice
same.
and it come up snake eyes.
They're on that like the highway screaming at each other on the other side, knowing neither one of them could get to each other.
Exactly.
Mhm. What else
Wait
we
till I
got?
see you.
Yeah, we got Spartan 661, $5 super chat. I hope we can unlock R.A. Salvatore's characters like they were in the first two Baldur's Gate games. Yeah, you had R.A. Salvatore characters in there as well. You had Icewind Dale characters. Let me see. Then we have Gamers Play, HUD X0, member for 32 months, Lord Bronze. Rumor has it 2025 is when Xbox Series X will have an upgrade available as well as a discless one. Interesting indeed.
We'll see. We'll see if the Pro happen. I think that does change, and yeah, Microsoft can pivot. We know those teams, Jason Rollo and them guys. They always cooking up systems.
They always cooking up
it's
something.
whether or
They
not they're
ain't
gonna
stopped
push the
doing
button.
work.
Yeah, it's whether or not they're gonna push the button on it or not. But we'll see. We'll see what happens if PlayStation still follows through.
Then we have Lord Valakan, $5 super
Ah,
chat.
E, what's going on?
What's good, E? $5 super chat. Don't sleep on Baldur's Gate. It's a 25-year-old series because the fans have kept it alive, and the Baldur's fans are legion. That is true.
Oh, that's his game. He go hard for
it.
Yeah, I know he's
sleeping on it. I mean, it's gonna do what it's gonna do. Ain't nobody sleeping on it. We just talking about, dudes out here talking about, oh, it's it's Starfield is afraid of that. No, they not. No, you was a Stadia game, bro. Hold your
You was a Stadia
like,
game.
you was a whole Stadia game. Wait, slow down. Man.
Why gotta be that distinction? Like they don't count.
They don't
pump
count.
your brakes, B. You was on Stadia, B. Pump your brakes.
I mean, regardless what game came out when, I think us as consumers got to be grateful there's a month apart from these games.
Yeah, I'm happy, low key. I was like, I knew what I was playing regardless. I was like, if that came out, I was like, I'm playing Starfield.
And guess who's not getting played? You see? Pump your brakes, B.
I know what I'm. There's Todd. God Howard's outside. I don't care what.
Sitting out here speeding down the lane. Pump your brakes.
Then we have Adney and Grand, $5 super chat. As long as Gears 5 and It Takes Two exist, the Baldur's 3 devs have no excuse.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
That's it.
I don't know.
You know who they are.
Dragonheart Yobi, $5 super chat. Hashtag peace, love, life to the Lords. Keep up the good work, my man King. You're a good soul, my man. Been watching old ILP shows and King was dangerous. Love, bros. Then we have Corey Tidwell, $5 super chat. Devs aren't using the memory saving feature. There is no capping. It's just facts. Shaking my head.
Well, get Microsoft in there to help them.
It ain't nothing wrong with the little man version. Y'all keep falling for this. It's finagles. That's it.
Then we got Eternal Shaddai, $10 super chat. Larian is acting like Errol Spence, looking for a lucky punch, but keeps missing until they get clipped by the Xbox community. They managed with Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2.
I'm not gonna address that because that's a sore spot for me. You hit me in my feels, sir, and I don't appreciate it.
Then we have Craig Keeley, $5 super chat. First super chat, just wanted to say
Craig Keeley. Not just, That's so well.
Craig Keeley, $5 super chat.
No doubt.
First super chat, just wanted to say hail to King David and the rest of the Iron Lords. Thanks for the laughs and bring on Starfield.
Salute.
Then we got Texas, member for 10 months, Lord Bronze. Salute, Lords. BGS and Xbox are marketing correct. Word of mouth and social media ads. Tagged y'all on X with two I saw on Instagram just today. So he did see some advertisements out there. We're caught up.
Nice. All right.
All over TikTok and everything.
Let's get to it. Nintendo, man, this is me. New console reportedly due out second half of 2024. Partner studios are in possession of dev kits, and the system is said to accept game cartridges. This is courtesy of GamesIndustry.biz. Also, I believe Wario64 has some information, a little bit more information as well. Two sources that VGC spoke to suggested that the console could launch with an LCD screen instead of the more premium OLED in order to bring down the cost. Nintendo Next Gen can be used portable, has cartridge slot for physical games, and backward compatibility support is unclear. And then King is laughing. And then VGC is still talking about the current Switch. They talk about the OLED to bring the cost down. Talk about the cartridge slot. They obviously talking about maybe again the fall second half of 2024. So it's looking like finally it's coming. We've got enough sources, and according to Nintendo's financials, it seems clear that it's time for new hardware in 2024. This is according to a Tokyo-based industry consultant, which says it was projected the Switch to show double-digit declines in Switch hardware and software sales this year after it cleared 7 years ago. So it had a 7-year dominant run. Switch was coming in super hot, but now it's time. The new Switch. So where we at with this? Alex way. So we start with Solve. New Switch. These are the details. Where we at? How we feeling? Nintendo's back to take the crown. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, it's about time. It's finally concrete evidence that it's happening, right? It's been we need something with a little more juice behind it. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, everything there makes sense because Nintendo's MO is not losing money from day one. They don't care about, oh, we'll lose a little bit of money up front. No, we're making money day one. So it makes sense they're not going to give you an OLED because the OLED is going to be the revision a year and a half later. That's what they're going to do.
Oh, the hustle.
This is how they do. This is how they do. Obviously, the thinking is that they're working with NVIDIA again, right? So it's going to be some sort of Tegra type of chip. What I'm hearing is that it could be in the realm of a PS4 Pro in terms of power.
I mean, according to Bobby.
Yeah, well, yeah, according to Bobby.
Bobby on the stand out here snitching, saying that we know what it is. It's the same power of a PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah. So, and some of the other thinking has been a little bit more powerful, maybe more like a PS4 Pro. And considering what we have out there, it's a possibility. But they're gonna keep doing what Nintendo does. What else? When it comes to the fact that it's coming out late in the year surprised me, right?
Yes,
I think they had such a success with the game, with the console coming out 2017, like March, right?
Right around tax time.
Right around tax time, right? And they launched with Zelda.
King remember.
And it felt like when they had Mario Odyssey at the end of the year, it felt like a double launch. Like, like, okay, now we got more stock in. This brand new game again. It's like a second go around. So I kind of felt they were so successful with that they would do that again. But again, Nintendo being Nintendo, maybe they have other plans, right? So I'm thinking this is going to launch with a Mario game, right? I think they see the importance of launching a huge game with their consoles. I don't think Metroid Prime 4 is it. Metroid Prime 4 is still fairly niche. People are excited for it. I think Metroid Prime 4 will be there kind of launchish, but I do think it's a cross-gen game. Everything else they talk about in terms of power, what it could be, this is because the one thing they haven't talked about is what's the gimmick? What is the catch? What is the Nintendo gimmick? Right? We had HD Rumble before, and the fact that it was portable and dockable. What's the gimmick this time around, right? And if they're doing something if they're gonna keep adding stuff to the Nintendo Online stuff, and that's how you're gonna do their back compat or whatever, and they haven't been able to do DS games because the screen can't do it. Do they follow their old cadence and be like, okay, the next Switch is a clamshell. The next Switch can actually give you two screens, right? So, because honestly, what other gimmick makes any kind of sense that'll wow somebody?
You know what's funny? They have tried so many gimmicks. They're out of gimmicks.
They're out of gimmicks, right? They're out of gimmicks. There's really nothing. I mean, and we say that, and then they'll show us what the gimmick is, and we're like, oh yeah, that's right. And, I never thought about that. So I don't know. I'm thinking it could be a clamshell, so they could have a dual screen. The Nintendo. They won't call it the DS because it'll be the dual Switch. So maybe the Switch Duo.
Going that bag again.
The Switch Duo. I don't know because again, it gotta have a hook. Nintendo does not ever not have a hook. When's the last time they didn't have a hook?
Yeah, they usually
Super Nintendo.
Yeah, they always do something.
Something.
Off
the beaten path. So I'm interested in seeing what that is. I think the back compat is in there. I don't think there's anything to worry about. I think there's certain features. When they give people dev kits, they purposely don't show them all the features because they know it's going to leak. So there's a lot of stuff that about what the machine can specifically do that I think they're still holding close to the chest. They just gave them a dev kit that gives them the power that they have to work with. That's pretty much it, I think. I don't think these dev partners, apart from the closest of partners, knows any more details about what that machine looks like and what specifically that machine is capable of. Like I said, the hook of the machine. So we'll see. Hopefully we get some information soon. I don't know when they plan to talk about it, but Nintendo doesn't really care about, people. They could be mad that people start leaking their information. I've never really seen them rush to get ahead of it once it starts to leak though.
Yeah.
They kind of they stay quiet. So maybe we'll hear something, maybe we won't. Maybe it's a Keeley announcement at the end of the year, with the name of it or something like that. But we'll see. But I'm glad that it's finally happening.
Finally, yeah. I know after all this time, all the pros and the twos and all that.
Exactly.
New Switch, you was gonna kill everybody for Nintendo games. Remember that. Don't forget, everybody was going dead because of you. So
technically, you were gonna kill people because I didn't want to do that. So
well, you were the only one on the island that They had a different opinion.
Okay, but that question was deliberately set for us to argue, and you were upset because we argued about it.
You ain't want to compromise. That's my only thing. You didn't want to even hear what the other choices were. But we gonna continue.
It comes to the version 2. I'm kind of curious what the launch title is going to be, because Zelda already came out. Maybe Metroid Prime 4. Maybe as a Mario game. I don't know if they would do a Metroid Prime 4 for a launch title. Metroid's not ever like been known to sell well. It's just been loved a lot. Wonders comes out this year, so it's not that.
It would be a 3D Mario, right? I would guess.
What? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it's interesting.
So how we feeling about the how you feel about the back compat is up in the air, the LCD, like that still, as opposed to the OLED and stuff like that. For what you,
I don't care about the OLED LCD thing.
Okay.
I have the original Switch, and I don't think it has an OLED screen, so I'm rocking LCD one right now. As far as like backwards compatibility, it sucks that they're not going to give us the option to do that. But Nintendo knows if they let you buy Odyssey, if they let you buy Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom on next gen hardware, you're going to buy Odyssey, Zelda.
Oh, so you got to buy them again?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, that doesn't seem consumer friendly though.
Neither that, or they'll put them on their service, their internet service, whatever it is.
Oh, we got to buy for it again on Nintendo Online? That's what you said? Wow.
We should be used to that, though. The Nintendo is the company that will put a game out for you to buy for a time frame and then take it off the store. So, they're the consumer. If you looked up anti-consumer in the dictionary, a Nintendo symbol would probably show up beside it.
How do they get away with this? I mean, I can't imagine
they got good
Microsoft
games.
being able
They
to
got
do
good
something like
games.
that. Oh,
Ain't nobody could do this.
Got you.
I mean, PlayStation could probably do this because their fans don't seem to care about what they do. But Xbox definitely couldn't get away with this.
This is very interesting. All right. So OLED not an issue. Back compat, most likely had to be the knee. All right, fair enough. And then we know what the power is and all that stuff. So far. King can't wait. This is what I'm here for. New Switch. Let's go. Coming in hot.
Finally, get rid of that 480i crap. Let's get it.
It's up at the 720p.
Up at 720, 900p level. Let's go.
Well, I'm down with that. It's better than what we got. You can sit in and cap for something that we better than what we got. So I'm down with that. The OLED screen, I don't care about that.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be slightly larger. I think the hook is gonna be it's gonna have a projection screen. I remember.
Oh my god!
Lord.
All right.
Wow. This is now going somewhere else.
So you laughing, but they did have a patent.
That'd be crazy if he's right.
He's been right lately a lot. Sorry.
Yeah, they did have a patent before about a projection. Now check this out. Imagine they say that you don't need a television, right? And your kid can just go in his room and project it straight on the wall and play the game.
This sounds very Nintendo.
And they also had you playing with cardboard.
Yep.
Listen here. These guys they did AR, they did 3D, they did all these things. They're not going back to 3D. They're not going back to AR. They're not going back to face mapping. And we'll have cameras on it and we'll have a projection. That projection will allow you to play the games on the wall. They're not going to have back compat. Let me see. Is okay. No OLED, no back compat, projection screen.
What about that power? How you feel about that power?
Oh no, it's gonna be a PlayStation 4 Pro type.
You good with that? You okay with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay. They're gonna do all of that stuff, but I think the hitch, the something that they didn't do, and they put a patent in for before, and Sony put a patent in for that too, that same projection thing. But I think Nintendo beats them to market with superior technology, and it's
wait. Nintendo beats who with superior technology?
No, I'm talking about as far as projection goes. Usually they do something and then Sony comes right behind and like copies.
Oh, you mean innovate? Yeah, you talking about like they're gonna innovate something new in that.
Well, it will be a superior technology to whatever they have available right now in their hands right now.
Okay.
As far as that trust, I believe is going to be projection thing. I can see them bringing people together, playing with it, and you can able to watch movies on the wall in your room with a low powered projection from your Switch, whatever it's going to be called.
I'm curious how much you think this sucker is going to cost with a projection in it.
It's not going to be a high power projection. The cardboard didn't cost as much as everybody thought it was. You know, they always do something, and they do a little twist to it,
like a gimmick, yeah.
That it works. They 3D. They said 3D with no glasses.
What?
And everybody laughed, and they did it.
Mm-hmm.
What if instead of it being in the Switch, it's in the dock?
It could be.
I was about to say, like, would you be upset? This is for all of y'all. Would y'all be upset if they go away from the Switch form factor, which, you know, pull it out, go wherever you go?
No, I think they're gonna stick with that. I think it's gonna be.
You know what's sad? We think we know what Switches Nintendo's gonna do.
We have no idea what they're gonna do.
If I come out right with this projection screen, this is gonna be the greatest ever.
Oh yeah, you on fire again.
But I think so. I saw something about this before, so I think that's about it. Nintendo and. You know, Simon, you said, you know, going back to number one. They are number one.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. What do you mean?
Yeah. No, somebody said in the beginning, like Nintendo back to
that was I only said that because lately this is finally now the year's decline. PlayStation has overtaken them now with the MPDs and stuff recently.
Probably not an overall sales.
Yeah, they're not selling month to month what they were, right? It's finally on a decline.
Right.
And that's the whole reason they're making another platform now.
And this is the time. Yeah. You know, none of their games sell 20 million. It doesn't even matter. But it's gonna be a projection screen. It's gonna be very nice. It's gonna be a good hook. Everybody's gonna buy it. Nintendo's gonna be back. It's gonna be the darlings. You're gonna be playing Donkey Kong on the wall. It's gonna look crazy. And you're gonna have so much fun. I see that happening. That's the only avenue that they haven't been in. They've been in AR, they've been in VR, they've been in 3D, they've been in cardboard, they've been in dual screen. They did that dual screen. So that's in the next logical step. They did the motion controllers. Next logical step. That's it.
No, fair enough. Look, this is interesting. As far as I gotta get them a little smoke, man. Like, all right, look, I want it, of course. I'm gonna get it, of course. You know what I'm saying? As long as they don't do nothing too crazy, because Wii U, I think it was Wii really was too left for me. It was just way too much. And I was like, nah, I'm not there. I knew it was hot craze with your grandma for a little bit and bring the family over and do the thing. But I was like, I was not in, even though that was a successful system for them. And then Wii U was kind of an extension of that. Switch was perfect. Like, Switch is exactly, when I saw that commercial, I'm like, that's going to work. The portability of a handheld. What you say? What happened, Addict? What you doing? Something breaking news?
It's looking like
what we doing?
It's not breaking news,
what
but the preload for Starfield is going to go up on the 9th.
Does
that technically mean it went gold?
That would mean it would be going gold, because you know a lot of people are concerned. You know how that go.
The fears has been quelled.
Yeah, that would definitely silence a lot of people that were begging for demos. Let's just say that.
I need a demo. Go preload.
Please listen to my demo on the 9th. So so like I said, with that, I hope they've got the formula. Let's not get cute. Let's not get crazy.
You know
what I'm saying?
You know how they do.
What's the saying? Snatch. What is this song?
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yes. Let's just stay. This is what I was saying again. When I saw the Switch, I'm like, nah, y'all got me. This is what I'm talking about. But look, Bobby done snitched this whole thing out. Shout out to Bobby Kotick. Put out the whole business so we know what the power is. I'm okay with that. Xbox One, PlayStation 4, leaves you with the 1080p range sometimes. You get your frames up for the most part. We out of the doldrums, and third parties should look a little better. But I got to defend Little Man since nobody was defending Little Man. And it's all thanks to Switch 2. Because now that we know that this joint going to be a PS4 and an Xbox One level hard drive, according to Bobby done snitched it in the trial, we done found out, guess who's now porting down to Xbox One and PlayStation 4? One of the most popular third-party games, Star Wars Survival. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, like there was a demand song, like people were clamoring. No, COG is going out on a record. They got that damn dev kit. They know what at least the avenues of what the specs are going to be, and you best believe developers are going to find out a way to port to that system, which is lower spec than the series. I got to defend Little Man, I got to defend him. You know what I'm saying? So all this holding back Guess who's coming out? And guess who developers are going to be making for? That's all I'm saying. So that people could miss me with the holding back the generation because it goes down to lowest common denominator and it comes down to where the install base is at and where you can make money at. And for me, S is going to be one of those things that they anticipate to be a moneymaker, and Switch 2 is going to be one of those things that you better. Remember when they found out a way to put Witcher 3 on Switch? Remember when they found out a way to put Outer World? Oh, they was finding out ways. Sorcery was happening. You ain't hear about no memory constraints. You ain't hear about none of that. You found out the Tegra chip was ill. All of a sudden.
I'm curious what you guys think the name of this console is going to be.
I think it's the Switch 2, and if it has a dual screen, it's the Switch Duo.
Switch Duo.
I can see a Switch Duo. I can see that.
I can see that. What you say,
I just don't know about them.
Switch Duos. I gotta have a dual screen.
No dual screen with just a projection.
Yep. And they're gonna say Switch Pro.
Interesting.
The Pro gonna stand for projector.
It's gonna be called the Switch U.
The Switch U.
I just want them to stay with that form factor, bro. I just want.
They're gonna keep that same form factor. They done hit gold. All they got to do is just come in a little bit stronger and then have one more hook to get you back in.
My only thing, please, Nintendo, no more cups in the string. Can I have messaging? Can I have party chat?
Yeah.
Come on, Nintendo, bro. Come on.
None of that.
Come on, man.
None of that.
Nintendo, you in there? Talk to your people. I'm tired of. I got to glorify what we call it, the glorified stalker list, and nobody's talking to nobody.
The biggest thing.
They just see what I'm doing.
The biggest thing I can see them doing is building the Switch 2 around Discord. I can see them.
I see them doing all of that stuff because remember they want Call of Duty. They already got the 10-year contract.
Call of Duty.
So,
you better have it.
You gotta have the voice chat talking to
people.
Don't
remember that contraption? King, remember when they had us?
You have to have your cell phone linked into your headset.
They had like 6 wires.
And you got to get a VPN.
Yo, that was the worst. When they had the Splatoon, this is how you do it?
Attachment, yeah.
Bro.
Yo, I remember when I had my handler name was Sergey. And Sergey said, "King, are you ready to play?"
They had a diagram looked like it was some networking thing. Like
arrows
everywhere.
It looked like a test on the A+ exam. Yo, Addict, tell me it ain't look like a networking test.
Yo, they said this is what we needed algebra for.
You had to be an engineer to do. Yo, Metro said, "Cog, lay off the cookie." Through that. Listen, y'all bet Nintendo, Lloyd Metro, y'all better demand more from Nintendo. I'm tired of y'all. They are the very anti-consumer, non-friendly. Y'all better get on them and demand some proper online. All I'm asking is to send a message to my friends.
They are not demanding anything over there. They are the epitome of you get.
You buy or you leave.
I will say that maybe we don't need to have.
I'm sorry.
We're going to have to upgrade the Switch coming in hot mode.
Oh, we got to upgrade that. Oh, yeah. We're going to need something new for them. We're going to see what it is. But it's like, yo, they be
What happens if they go extra with the mobile thing? It's like they make a cell phone. That's
they make us go outside of some. And you know what? They would do that. That's the sound. I can't even laugh. Like, they could literally do that. And they'll have the.
It's like a Switch. It's like a phone that you push a button and like the wings come out.
Look, Nintendo, Xbox giving y'all Call of Duty. They filled dominance and came down from the heavens and blessed y'all in this deal. Y'all better accommodate and have proper online play and functionality and chat and part. King, don't shake your head. We got to demand better. I want change.org. I want us to have picket fences. We got to demand better from Nintendo, y'all. Come on.
I think they're going to do all of that this time.
All right. What happened?
There's an IGN article
breaking news.
Microsoft engineers helping Baldur Gate 3 split screen.
They said, yo, they over there talking dirty about Little Man. Who said that?
Phil done sent Jason Ronald done sent the squad?
Yeah,
Jay Ronald done sent the squad. Oh, y'all was talking.
I can just see now Jason Ronald sits down, gets his coffee, his blueberry muffin, turns on the computer, sees all this Series S, and he's like,
hold on.
Put up the put up the Series S sign, man. It's like a bad signal in the air,
Okay.
but it's just the Series S.
I know you not talking to me about me.
No,
You
God.
what?
You get up there, somebody gonna get smacked. Keep my console
Don't name out your mouth. Don't let Jason Ronald come through with the scar, with the Wizards.
About little man can't do what little man come with 2 little men.
Back to back. He brought the majors. He brought the engineering majors guild.
Someone in the chat, I don't know if it's true or not,
What's up?
said that the news is months old.
Hey, we gotta see. I don't know.
He asked little man, yo, who did it? Yo, point to him. Point to him.
He pointed at Larry.
Little man hold his eye.
You have that like thing in the courtroom. They're like, "Can you point at the person that offended you?"
You know that gif with the snitching and the two-piece snitching.
Yo, you was bothering my
Yo,
Let me holler at you, B.
if the dude that makes the spoiler without context is watching right now, I want you to make a meme.
Astro King. Astro Parrot, we need this. Astro Parrot King, we need that. Now we need that little kid. Yeah, the little kid on the stand that's pointing like this. He's him. It was him. We got to see if it's real. It's real, no doubt. So look, that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. But I just wanted to defend little man a little bit because now
Go give me my Crocs, shorty.
because if I find out that Switch 2 is lower spec than the Series S on any way.
Oh, he's
And
in the chat. He said, "Got you, fam."
Oh, no doubt. Astro Parrot said it. And if it do, and these games figure out the way to come out, I don't want to hear any more of this generation holding back fear-mongering talk that I was seeing.
Only 2 people doing it, and the Mustard Heart men. Like, literally, the Mustard Heart Brigade is.
So you know
out
what we're gonna have to do
Make one.
when Baldur's Gate comes out on this Xbox? We're gonna have to play. We're gonna have to do a community day of that.
I'm down for that. But anyway, that's what I got.
I'm gonna invite people to come over and play it on the Switch co-op. I mean, Little Man co-op.
Little man co-op, no
Mustard
doubt.
Heart.
It's been different since Jason Ronald said, "You go on, tell him you sorry." We'll see if it's true, no doubt. Anyway,
We got a Captain Chats, £5 super chat. Not happy if an OLED Switch 2 isn't an option. Once you go OLED, you can't go back. Major L for Nintendo if there's only an LCD model.
No, they ain't.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
I think.
it's all right.
Your car, they be like, Omar coming.
Omar coming, facts. Yeah, nah, it's all right. You know damn well they're gonna be later on in the gen. We're gonna get that OLED with the extra, the little Zelda package. You know how that go with the big release.
Injection with the crystals.
Oh yeah, you know how Nintendo do.
Yeah. Robert Kellett, $2 super chat. No back compat for Switch 2 makes it DOA. For a lot of people, it does. But I mean, again, that's hyperbolic. It's not DOA. It's just
When the Switch come
It'll
outside.
make it sell more.
yep.
Y'all
Facts.
foolish dudes be like, it's exclusive.
That's what they want you to think.
Yeah. But
That's
then
why they're gonna try to get rid of as many base Switches this year as possible. 100%.
and make us buy all the titles over again.
Talk about you virtual console.
Or learn from our boy Jim Ryan. $10 upgrade, $20 upgrade pass.
They do that?
The upgrade
Yo.
pass.
They just gonna
Upgrade
say
back.
no and buy it again. You got a console.
That would be wild. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Then we see Corey Tidwell, $5 super chat. If that caca not back compat, they better not call it Switch 2. They should call it the Switch Up because they stay getting over on the consumers. That's what they do.
Listen, Nintendo,
Switch up.
They've been switching up, y'all. Get with it.
Switch up.
Gotta call it how I see it.
Then we have Can I Play With Your Beefy with the $5
Yo.
super chat.
Yo,
King may be right about BG3 and my little big beefy black man or white.
I'm uncomfortable.
back to you, Saab. This is getting out of hand.
Wild.
Then we have Mr. MDJ with the $2 super chat. The gimmick is DLSS when docked. Well, we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta see how they do
The
that.
gimmick is 60 frames when dog.
How is the gimmick?
You gotta be
60
home.
FPS?
You gotta be at home to get them friends.
That's your business if you go outside. You gotta be home.
Outside
Have you ever
roaming.
felt? I can see the commercials now. Have you ever felt like you're gonna have a a migraine from watching a PowerPoint. Well, we got the Doc 2.0 for you.
They better not do that.
Then we have, let me see, we have Corey Tidwell, $2 super chat. Already did cardboard, so maybe PVC. He's stupid. Then we have Nintendo the Otaku, $2 super chat. They have a patent for a 6-axis analog. Looks crazy. A 6-axis analog.
Oh wow! Oh, there you go.
see.
They jumping out the.
Oh, here they go.
Yeah,
again.
trying to be too fresh and super innovative for no reason.
I like the original Switch and the like when you put it together, you can do games. Remember the ice game?
Oh yeah,
HD, the HD Rumble.
1-2 switch.
Yeah, I love that stuff, man. It was nice. It just
Then we have then we have Dragonheart Yobi, $5 with that. Nobody ain't said nothing to Nintendo for taking away my Super Mario Brothers Battle Royale game. I was right about that. That was my joint. What's Super Mario Battle Royale? Oh, it's the Mario. I know what you're talking about. It's the one that was online. The Tetris 99, Mario 99. That.
Okay.
Then we got Nintendo on the Otaku, $10 super chat. How are we questioning Nintendo's back compat when the Wii, Wii U, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, DS, and 3DS were fully back compat with the previous generation when PlayStation and Xbox weren't doing it? Only time back compat didn't happen was when switching discs to carts.
Yeah, that's a big problem when they got rid of the whole virtual console. Like that was fire.
Well, I think these cartridges will be a little bit bigger in size, and I don't know if they're gonna have 2 cartridge bays inside the new Switch. I think you can get virtual console and play your old games back by buying.
I think the difference between that and now is now they're trying to build an online infrastructure and they're using their own games to
online infrastructure better have online messaging and party chat.
As long as
I guess to me, like I'm on Discord when I do that stuff anyway, so like that stuff doesn't bother me.
Why are we giving them a pass?
It's not giving them a pass. It's not I just don't care.
But
like,
that doesn't it doesn't justify
I'm not saying it shouldn't be there. I just don't personally.
I'm on you because you was gonna kill us for Nintendo games, and now you out here capping like it's okay they can do this. I'm mad.
I never said it's okay.
Okay, all right, cool. We good.
I said I personally don't care because I'm always in Discord.
As long as it's not okay. That's what.
I don't care either.
But
no, you're right though. You're right though. It is absolutely disgrace. It's disgraceful.
Why did they get away with this? What mandate? What did Nintendo do to garner this level of excuses for?
They get away with it because they know Nintendo gonna give you what you gonna get, and you gonna shut up and you gonna eat it. So if tonight you get steak with beets, you eat steak with beets. That's it. Ain't no switching out those beets for no potatoes.
Ain't no mashed potatoes.
Yo, shout out to Paris. He said it's a 15-hour podcast. Sweet Black. He said, I swear I was here yesterday and they still. Shout out to Paris. Paris, man, we got to demand better from Nintendo. I'm trying to start a rally. I'm trying to get a change.org going. Come on. Anyway, what else we got?
So let me see.
You could have a billion people sign at chain.org.
I'm gonna be by myself.
They will come out on stage and rip up the document in front of you.
Like they are the most. Donald talk. Where he at? I don't see him super chat. That's how I know. I'm right. He ain't super chat.
I could see as savage as they are when they think they don't care about outside input. They'll go up there, show COG this perfect system for all these online features. And that's what you guys want, but we got something else over here.
You're not gonna get that. Donald Taco, man. I wanted you to demand better, man. It's your people. So I want to see the super chats for that online chat and messaging. Let's go. Continue.
Then we have a Puckish Rogue 100, $2 super chat. Did Dolores talk about Killer Instinct yet? Yes, we did at the top of the show.
Yeah, we did at the top of the show. Breaking news.
Then we got Dragonheart Yobi once again, $2 super chat. It's gonna be called Super Nintendo Switch. I don't know. I like that. I like that.
I like it. It's old school.
I like that, but then you're gonna get into a whole conversation about people being confused, and I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
What they had to do, what it is. I mean, I can see. Yeah, they can see it on some level.
Then we have Robert Kellett, $2 super chat. Japan is the key reason Switch 2 is portable. I don't think it's the key reason. They've realized they could not. You can't put 3 consoles that essentially do the same thing on the market. Right. One of them will die. Yeah. They had to pivot, and they just pivot at the right time. And it was like, if you look at the Wii U, the Switch is a natural progression from the Wii U. So it was just serendipitous, as we say.
Solves word. What else we got?
Then we got Robert Kellett, $2 super chat. PC is the real Switch Pro. That's true.
Okay. All right.
Does it have a projector built in?
It does not. It does not.
What else we got?
We're caught up.
Nice.
Caught up.
Final one. This is King's topic, no doubt. Activision, y'all, and Transformers games are back in the news. So it all started with an interview with from Hasbro, I believe, at Transformers World, and I guess they were talking about the Activision Transformers games, and that as far as why they it won't be happening. So pretty much they were saying that they thought that the hard drives, apparently Activision's not sure what hard drives there are in the building, and they said when a company eats another company, when a company eats a company that eats a company, things get lost, and that's very frustrating. However, good friend of the realm, Lulu Chang Maservi, had other thoughts about this, and she, I guess, quote tweeted this article about Hasbro wanting to re-release old Transformers video games, but Activision lost the code, and she says the headlines are wrong. We got the codes, B. She should have put B at the end.
You got codes, yo.
It's not lost and never was. So this set off a chain reaction. King, this is your topic. Lulu outside with this.
Yeah, she even tweeted at me because I had quote tweeted that. She tweeted at me. I want those games to be re-released when the ABK deal is done. I want
I'm all I want.
Transformer dude.
Let's go.
And the fact that she gave credence to the reality that they aren't lost, that they are there. So it's just, getting past one hurdle to the next hurdle. But the fact that she can see the words out there and say, no, that's false. We're not going to let you run with that. That we do have those. It just stands to now, what's up with the licensees and stuff like that? What happens there? But if those games are available, I pray Microsoft put those games out. I like those games, and I think that people that didn't get a chance to play those games and they'll be able to play them will have some fun playing them. I thought the topic was pretty cool and decent because she didn't have to, tweet and let everybody know that, we're not going to run with this false narrative that it's lost somewhere inside the building or it's lost anywhere. We do have them. It's funny. She might be looking at them for all we know. But I want the games to be, released, and I can't wait for the ABK deal to be done. And I hope Phil, goes in there and they can hammer out some licensing agreements with Hasbro.
Joints in there. I want to ask you a question, though, King. Like, I don't know if you saw Christopher Drang had a statement replying to Lulu, kind of like, well, we asked y'all Activision for comment before all that about them, and y'all said no comment, so don't come at Hasbro like that, because we asked y'all before Hasbro and y'all ain't want to talk about it. Like, so what do you feel about what Christopher Drake said?
I think Christopher was in his feels. They tell you no comment because they don't want to talk at something right now because they probably have some other things going on. And just because somebody doesn't answer you doesn't mean the answer is no.
Good point.
Sometimes they can't say stuff at certain times.
Trial.
You got to get out of the me, and try to look at it from all the way around the boards. If a company tells you no comment, that gives you the opportunity to say, and you got to be a positive person. Because negativity will have you skewed. Oh, that means no then if you can't answer me. A positive person would say, oh, wow, that leaves the door open for yes.
Those are balls right there.
You got to stop looking at the world in a negative aspect, and you got to start looking at it more positive. I think that was more reflection on you, Christopher.
Oh, damn. Shout out to Christopher Jago. But I feel you. No, but you're right. You're right. Definitely a way you could look at that as opposed to a negative thing. Absolutely right. Got to ride.
Somebody tells me no comment on something, I'm not going to take it as negative. I mean, I just feel that maybe they can't answer something right there, but I'm always going to skew to the positive.
I feel that. Lord Addict, Lord of the Transformers games. Rocks them, finished him, got all the achievements.
This guy almost killed me.
He's got all the achievements. His favorite. He's checking it out. I set you up. So what are we feeling, man? Lulu. All right, let me ask you, because I know you probably don't care.
I don't even know.
I know you don't. But let me ask you a different question. How do we get from someone said they lost to now we got to, like, do you feel that's a little weird, though? Like, the Hasbro. Someone, how did Hasbro get to that information? Who told Hasbro that Lulu had to come out and correct it? I think that disconnect is wild, don't you think?
Probably a middle ground person. They contact still on the team. Hey, will you check this out for me? We lost the code.
Yo, that's wild. Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. I mean, miscommunication, most likely, or maybe Hasbro just assumed it.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just said it to generate hype to force them to do it.
Like, clearly Hasbro wants this. Clearly Hasbro want that.
Obviously they want it. Yeah. Good money.
And, Microsoft, once they buy ABK, I've said over and over again, they don't got comic book heroes. So, imagine if they made a AAA Transformers game. I doubt it.
Listen, man.
But it would be crazy. And at the end, they give you a gift code to buy the Optimus Prime dead and the little
see? Oh man, this guy.
That's what you get.
Wow.
For going at him. That's what you get.
This guy was wild, disrespectful to my child. Yo, that still hurt, B. Anyway. What if they had your man in a box? Who's your man? I want to know who's your man. That's what I want to know. Who's your number one?
Better question is, why was your man in a box?
Yo, mute his mic, B. Mute his mic.
My dude, he ain't in a box.
We ain't having no Optimus Prime slander today. All right, we not doing that.
Man is in a box for real though.
That was cold.
Look, I do think,
Artless.
I was told one of the Transformers multiplayers really, really good.
Ooh.
So it's just like, if this is an option and they can do it, I 100% support it. I probably won't play it. It'll be in Game Pass, so I might try it out. And
what I'm talking about.
It's cool. I think it's fun.
All right, we're gonna see this man wild disrespectful. So, this is our heart, man. Transformers joints,
Yeah. So, question: didn't they kind of do a re-release with these?
Yeah, now they
Xbox
delisted.
Live? But they were re-released kind of for Xbox One, weren't they?
Yeah, and now the disc you put them in, it does not pull up anything. You cannot. Yep.
So
I literally have both. I have both physical discs on 360. Put them in my series. They do not launch to anything, and there's no digital storefront. They've been pulled, so the license probably has most likely expired.
So you can only play it on 360.
Yes, they are. They are literally paperweights right now. And I remember this because I got in trouble on LSM. I told them, get the backup pack when it's out. You can put the disc. Nope, only 360.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. But no, that's the thing though. It wasn't even 360 back compat on Xbox One because I don't know if that was ever a thing. But I thought there was they re-released.
They reissued digital versions.
Right, along with I remember Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Yes. People were complaining that the version sucked or whatever. It was not good. Okay, because I knew that happened.
Yep.
And I think I got those. To be honest, so again, I guess I can't access them. So, these need to come back. These were great, man. These were great, and it's funny because I love Transformers not as much as COG. I really enjoyed it, but these games kind of the level of detail and the level of love these devs had for this.
This is. I'm sorry. You see what this man doing right now? Look at this fool. He gonna put the Death of Optimus toy on his back. See,
he want us to go away now. It's over.
This is wild disrespect. I had to go to Universal theme park and see this foolishness being sold.
That is crazy.
Talk about how's an action figure and it's a dead. It's a dead hero. Talk about action figure, fallen leader. Yo,
enjoy.
What kid gonna play with that? Where they do that at Universal? That was wild disrespectful. Continue. I was so mad.
So for me, it's these need to come back. Especially now, I'm kind of in a Transformers bag. Like High Moon, I'm in a back compat bag. I had forgotten to tell you guys this, but. I recently purchased a 360, actually Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 360 for my coworker. All right, beautiful mint condition console. I was like, all right, I'll get my 360 back because I was on this thing where there's a lot of games that died on 360, never got back compat on Xbox One. So it's like the only way to play them is to play them on Xbox 360, right? And specifically, I was looking at the Activision games. I'm like, even when the sale goes down, the licenses would have to come back, right? It would have to pay for that. So I got like, I got Wolverine, the X-Men Origins Wolverine game, which is that game.
That game is fire.
Beast.
Yeah, that game is fire.
Imagine if the Transformer game like dominoes into another Mech Assault.
It could happen. It could happen. So these guys, when you think about High Moon, the thing is they're still in existence, but now all they do is Call of Duty. This is what they do now. But they did the Deadpool game. Ooh. They did the Dark of the Moon game, which
that movie tie-in bag.
Yeah, they had to do it. But they did the Bourne Conspiracy game, which is another game that I got for 360. That I remember trying it out, and I remember I was like, oh, wait a minute, the hand-to-hand feels cool, like a Bourne movie. But again, back in the day when I had access to every 360 game, I won't say how or why.
We had folders and books of games.
Why I'm shaking my head over here? I'm shaking my head over here because somebody did certain things to make sure that they didn't have to do certain things, and now they're paying for them things.
I played.
That is crazy.
I can't remember what game it is. I can't remember what game it was. If someone in the chat could probably collaborate. I played a Jet Li game, and I can't remember what it was.
Jet Li, it was for something honor.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the name was.
PlayStation.
It was PlayStation. It was PS2. It was a PS2 game.
I didn't even know it was a
Rise to Honor.
Rise to Honor. Yeah, that was in the tie-in with that movie with Aaliyah.
Yeah, it was kind of right in that same space, right? It was in that same space. It was Rise to Honor, and then I remember playing Stranglehold on the 360 with Chow Yun Fat. So
you guys would know that if I ever got my intro.
Oh man.
So it's time. I know you've been calling out for Matt Teeger, right? And I'm like, I went online. I went to LinkedIn. Like, they just kind of underground. They kind of, it feels like they're so heads down into Call of Duty, which sucks.
Man. Let him loose. Let him listen. I know a lot of Microsoft executives and Activision. I know there's people who know us that know this man. Free Matt Teague, please. Someone find him. His Twitter has been inactive for like 6 years since the last game came out. I don't know if he's stuck in Call of Duty purgatory. Whatever he's doing, Cog would like to talk to him. I'm speaking it into existence. I would like Matt Teague, who directed the War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, High Moon Studios. If you know the whereabouts of this man, please, we're going to put out a milk box with his face. That's where I'm at with it. I would like him on. We got to talk to him. Let's go on ILP.
I think there's a lot of studios that are making Call of Duty that we would like freed from the Call of Duty hell. But I feel like it's unrealistic to think that.
Oh yeah, no, I know that.
It's unrealistic. That's going to happen fast. That's for
absolutely.
Sure.
But Phil Dominus Maximus says
maybe they'll surprise us.
King, he said
maybe they were like, "Yo, we gonna let PlayStation have this for 10 years because we ain't releasing this every year anymore."
I mean, it's a moneymaker. We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't think they're gonna walk away from that bag.
Yeah, it's too much bag.
Well, it just depends on how much more money they make off of Warzone than they make off the actual $60 retail games anymore.
70.
Yeah, 70.
70.
All I will say is Phil did say that they want to bring old franchises and stuff back to Activision. So it's gonna be some. You know what I'm saying? Right. But like that's all. Just free. I just want
prototype.
Ooh, that's what Maddie want. Maddie want that. Yeah, prototype.
Oh, speaking of prototype,
let's go.
Colin said prototype was like the worst game ever.
And then Maddie and Chris went at him. Call body karate.
So speaking of prototype, I also picked up because it works in back and Panda 360. The prototype.
What?
Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
Oh, I whole game is fire, King.
No, we gotta stop now.
Why we gotta stop?
Why?
Stop now.
Why are you disgusted that I'm making amends for what I've done in the past?
No. We ain't gonna let you go and do your penance.
I can't.
Why you can't make it right after his shiesty bootlegging pass?
Yo, we not gonna do that. I was part of the bootlegging pass. We not gonna do that. I'm the one that's pressing the button down. I just saw it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, It's on my keyboard.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, got you.
So it's we ain't gonna do that because then I gotta start making amends. I'm not making amends.
I'm not shaming anybody into doing what I'm doing.
Listen, man, let that man try to change his life.
Man,
mind you, I also
people,
don't have that stuff anymore. If I did, I would silently, quietly be playing.
Some people like to be shamed.
Yeah, clearly. Oh yeah, somebody said all the old Tenchus. Is Tenchu's Activision, bro?
Oh, speaking of
Tenchu,
which, I ordered something of Darkness, right? The Tenchu for the OG Xbox. Tenchu Z on 360. I don't remember being the greatest.
It was okay.
I'll get it.
It was okay. It was actually not as bad as people think it was, and it was the first co-op Tenchu. It was like 4-player Tenchu, but it was actually good. It was actually solid. It wasn't that bad.
Well, it wasn't the one that was on Xbox Live Arcade. Not that one.
This one was on 360, and I remember they debuted a new feature. Remember, they could see you, whatever. That was the first one you could stink. Because if you went into like dirty sewers and stuff like that, and you hid it as a ninja close by, they could some of the samurais or something could smell.
I've said it a few times. I really love the Way the Samurai games.
Ooh,
I never got into those. I never got into the original Way of the Samurai.
I put a lot of time.
Activision got some joints, bro. And they had a lot of Spider-Man license. They had a lot of comic book games. They had the
Shadows.
That's the thing I want.
Yeah,
I want.
What you want?
All those Spider-Man games. I want them to work them out, and I want them all to drop on one day.
You know what I actually want?
I wanted to drop the same day that Spider-Man 2 come out.
Oh,
you know, I actually. I just want the Crash games in Game Pass.
Ooh.
I don't know why, but like the fourth one I haven't played, and it was on sale for like $15 the other day, and I was like, why would I realistically buy this for $15?
Oh yeah, but
going in Game Pass
when it's
in a
covered.
couple
I
months.
will say it would be it would be a little messy to see Crash running around. We know Crash from outside the building, Crash.
I don't care too much about that.
You don't care about Crash?
I care more about all those old Spider-Man games.
No, that's a fight. I know what you do.
And a lot of people will say,
consider we'll never get a Spider-Man, so I guess we could start there.
Yeah, they'd be like, King, they whack.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, so what?
You just want to say you don't got them. That's all you want to say.
I just want to say,
mm-hmm.
I'm playing Spider-Man 2. and even though I could buy it on my PlayStation 5, if somehow in this world, please God, like if somehow
he acted like he's not going to pick up Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
I already pre-ordered it. Please God, like you seen that joint when Venom was praying to God, please kill Peter Parker.
Yeah, I remember that.
Please, God.
You're ridiculous.
If you have a heart, please release all those Spider-Men on the Xbox inside Game Pass the same day that Spider-Man 2
That is not going to do nothing to stop Spider-Man.
Actually, for the Spider-Man,
I just want to talk about it.
You just want to talk about it, be messy.
For the Spider-Man game that week that we talk about it, I got to replace one of these posters with a Spider-Man poster.
Oh, that'd be fine. That'd be fine. Like the Atrium.
Probably this Demon Slayer one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's an old Spider-Man game, like like Maximum Carnage or something.
You know, I found a Fable poster. It's like the original Fable, but that sucker was like $70, and I was like, nah, I'd like it, but not that much.
I don't like that. But
I'll wait for the Fable game to have a poster.
Messy. Who was going up? Because I wanted to get my balls off before we finish off, unless it would solve you.
Get your bars.
No, that was it. Look, bro, I want this joint to come back. This was the best news that I've been speaking. I know I've been speaking this game into existence for the longest. These are my heart. People sleep on the multiplayer. The multiplayer was highly underrated. Also, they also had a horde mode called Escalation. I believe it was 5 players. Yep. And the multiplayer, you could create your own Transformers. You could do the flight, the car.
I think that's what people were telling me. Multiplayer was really good.
Really good. And then again, the voice acting. The first one, I believe, was a 3-player co-op game, single player. But the voice acting in all the games was crazy. You had Peter Cullen as Optimus. You had the whole Frank Walker, I believe it's Megatron, the whole cast, the sound wave, even the Starscreams, even though they didn't have the original, they were close to the voices of the storyline as original. And then the second one was ridiculous. And they did my dream, King, when you can be a combiner, you could be Bruticus. And what I liked, you had you played it from the Decepticon side and the Autobot side, and it just, bro, those games are amazing. Matt Teague, I'm putting it out. Somebody find him, tell him Cognito is look. He needs to be in the realm. This is one of them bucket lists for me, kind of like a Jake Solomon. He does. I remember when he's such a G1 head. And the thing about it is they told him you would never be able to do the Dinobots. It ain't gonna work. And he had Gremlock in the joint, bro. He did that, man. Like, I want those joints to come back. So yeah, this is good. I think it's a good sign. I think Activision clearly, Hasbro clearly wants to do it. The key is if Activision want to do it, but then they owned by Microsoft.
It's a good time too, man. Like that Bumblebee movie was very good, and Rise of the Beast is very good. And you haven't seen it yet, Cargo?
I still haven't seen it. I was out there at Universal. I'm seeing all this advertising. Everybody's going crazy.
You need to see it.
Oh, I heard.
You need to see it.
Oh, that's why I see what's going on.
Nah, he ain't dead.
Okay.
You need to see it. Because what they're doing with it.
Oh, they're doing something. Okay.
They're doing
something that I'm going to appreciate from a G1 perspective.
I don't know that you appreciate.
Oh,
I don't know.
That sounds like death.
No. It's the closest approximation that we can get to the cartoon movie in live.
Oh, okay. I see what you're going. Okay, I think I know where you're going. I think I know where you're going.
The new Transformers.
Yeah, I think I know where you're going.
Yeah.
But look,
I think that's on Paramount.
It's it's already on Paramount.
We lit tonight. And we got that. I bought that for Halo. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. Go support that, and I think it'll generate interest. Like you said, with the movies, all that, bring them back as a feeler, and then make a little get Matt Teague out of prison. Come on, we got free Matt Teague. Anyway, I know it's 5. Look, we out. Super chats, and then get the what you call it. King's ready.
Let me see.
King been ready.
Then $10 deal. Taku $5 super chat. While we're demanding better, PlayStation 5, Xbox should have their digital games $10 off at release. No MTX in any paid first-party games and DLC in their subs.
He diverted. Answer the question about that party chat and messages, sir. Stop whataboutism. I need you to get on your square. Super chat. You want that messaging and that party chat for the day. I want you to super chat that.
Then we got Dragon Heart Yobi $2 that better learn how to upload their files to the cloud. Welcome to the 20th century.
Nintendo,
Then we got Corey Tidwell $2 which had Hasbro watching KNN.
They lost the code.
No, he didn't.
No, he did. Oh.
Then we got Spartan. Spartan 661 $2 super chat. I want a new Sudeki remake from the original Xbox. I remember Sudeki.
Yeah.
Then we have Puckish Rogue 100 $5 super chat. If Xbox renews the licenses for Transformers and Marvel games, do you think they would release them on the Switch or PS5? I mean, Legacy. Those were PS3 games as well.
But the judge said she don't really care even about Diablo.
I don't think it matters with the judge. The Quake thing is rumored to be on PlayStation 2, and they could have easily withhold that.
No, we're trying to get bread.
Yeah. No. Oh,
no. Game Pass.
That's okay.
If you want to play these games, please have Game Pass on your console.
Time. Then we have MDY $5 super chat. Heads up to COG. BotCon, the big Transformers convention, is at American Dream in East Rutherford, New Jersey in 3 weeks. Yeah. Visiting NYC that weekend. Blessings.
That's what's up. I actually go to that one. I've been to that one. That was the one near there. I met Ron Lim for another for some other Comic Con thing. Okay, yeah, I know about that. I might actually pull up on that.
I gotta tell Marlon about that.
That's a big one.
We got KJ Wars 85, member for 2 months. Lord go. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Salute.
Put the crest in the chat pick up for KJ Wars 85. And we're caught up.
Nice. All right, let's get out of here.
He ready. He did 2 shows. That's why.
No, it's not that. I got Chinese food pulling up.
Okay. I got you. With the Switch 2 rumored to be launching in 2023, which aspects of the console has you most concerned? Choices are A, no back compat, or the possibility of no back compat. B, Nintendo party chat and messaging. C, LCD over OLED. Or D, I don't care. Will it hold back the Series S though? That is the question. Please rock the vote. It'll go up later. Thank y'all for rocking with us with the streams and all that. Shout out to Attic for holding me down though, because for real, It was crazy today, but appreciate y'all. And here come Nintendo. Here you go.
What is it?
Nintendo. I was waiting for this. I was hoping.
We got Nintendo, the Otaku $5 super chat. Having a trash system for chat isn't anti-consumer though.
He said it was trash.
They do need to upgrade their chat system though, or implement Discord.
My man coming around.
I would prefer the Discord thing.
Okay, fair enough. All right, cool. All right. King, where can the people find you getting Chinese food?
You can find me no place. Bye.
Lord Addict, where can the people find you? What you got going on, sir?
You can find me on Twitter at LordAddictIOP. You can find me on YouTube at Gaming Addict. I'm 100 subs away from 5,000.
Woo!
Nice.
Let's go.
I'm going to be sending you after the podcast to a review I did on a chair.
Amazing. Go watch this review. It's one of his best reviews. I'm telling y'all. It's hilarious.
Yeah, you just say that because I almost never mind. let them find that out. But
Let them
I appreciate
find
you
out.
coming through, and I hope you guys enjoyed the review.
No doubt, Lord Saul. Where can the find people find you? What you got going on, sir? Courtney King.
Work. If I'm working.
Brendan Rock Ally. There we go. There you go. Ayo, everybody, GCX fam, love y'all. That was super fun, super dope. We will do it again, and Lords will be at PAX West. We got fun stuff planned, some gas cooking, but I don't want to spoil nothing. We got stuff cooking. Anyway, we out of here. Enjoy your Sunday. Thank you. Peace.
Work.